And now, live from Pod Cabin in Burbank, California, it's the Alison Rosen is Your New Best Friend show. Tonight, Alison welcomes her guests. She's a writer and showrunner whose encyclopedic knowledge of television trivia is extremely impressive to nerds. It's Shorr. He's a writer, wrestler, and host who is widely regarded as the Ethel Merman of professional wrestling. It's RJ City. And he's a champion wrestler, artist, peacock, and NASA cuck. It's Dalton Castle. Tone Zone is here to await his indictment on 34 counts of being the bad boy of podcasting. I'm her husband, Daniel, saying hop on board the love bus and say hello to your new best friend, Alison Rosen.
Alison Rosen. Alison Rosen is your new best friend. Alison, with her good times never end. Alison Rosen, doing the wavy pencil dance again. Allison's your new best friend.
Hello, my little Reese's peanut butter eggs. Welcome to another exciting episode of Alison Rosen is Your New Best Friend. That particular carbohydrate was sent in on Patreon. By John Yardley. And yes, I am on Patreon, and there's all sorts of fun stuff you can get. You can get bonus episodes of The Friend Zone. That is my Patreon podcast. I just put up one audio and video with Nora McInerney. And pretty much everyone you love from my show has been on that. And also Daniel and I, and sometimes just me, we do Ask Me Anythings. You can ask nosy questions. Nothing's off limits, etc. It's a ton of fun. I think I've said a ton of fun twice because that's how much fun it is. Also, there's a level where you can text me and I'll text you back. Subscribe. Go for an annual subscription and you can get shut up. You can get 2 months free.
That's a good deal.
Patreon.com/Alison Rosen. I would like to say hello to my guest, Shorr. Hello. Welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me.
I would like to commend you on the ebullient way you experienced the theme music.
I love it.
It was in stark contrast to a couple other people at this table, and we'll get to that.
Who were making faces at me while I was getting into the theme song.
Yeah.
I was concerned.
Just like Dalton Castle. Hello, welcome.
Hi, hello, welcome. I was concerned. I welcomed you. Welcomed you.
I welcome you welcoming me.
And we're in agreements. That's great.
Did you say agreements? Like
we're in
like Fred
agreement.
Durst?
I don't know. I'm not having a good day.
Like
Today is
Fred
not a
Durst.
good day for me.
No,
I vomited in your bathroom.
I know.
Not too long ago.
And there's a rich history of audible things happening. Do you? Okay. I would also like to welcome to the show
Sure.
RJ City.
I just
Hello.
said
I can do my own intro. I appreciate it.
Oh, okay. Take it away.
RJ,
Well, I could have. I'm not going to, but I could have.
Yeah. And also Tony Thaxton.
Hi.
Hi. How's it going?
Great.
Dalton.
What?
Do you know? Okay.
Welcome.
I feel so welcome in my own home on my own show. Okay. Let me ask you a question.
No, last time I was here.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I got a dissertation about it.
But please,
Weeks later.
wait, hang on. Please,
Did you didn't talk about it for too long?
please
on the show.
don't share.
Why do you listen
hang
to
on.
Is that what this
Yeah.
studio's about?
Yeah.
I couldn't not.
Welcome.
Hang on.
Welcome.
Thank
Like
you.
the room
We
was
monitor
bugged.
everything.
To it.
Okay, I have a question for you. You have known RJ for a very long time.
Yes.
How would you describe the way he pees?
Sitting.
Oh, I didn't get eyes on it. But like any other qualities come to mind?
How could one do that?
What is the stream like? Is it a forceful stream?
I feel like he's
you.
got a healthy stream. We actually don't ever really pee next to each other.
Well, you're
we go in the
missing
other
out.
room. Is it strong?
I mean,
Long?
thunderous.
Thunderous.
It was kind of long as well.
It might be because he's so high strung, and peeing is such an intimate thing for him, especially in somebody else's house. So I bet he
Yeah.
held on to the very last minute
No, I don't think so.
until it was ready to burst.
I peed immediately upon getting
Yes.
Yeah.
But what were you doing before that?
I was
Drinking.
in the car. I wanted to be hydrated because I didn't want to drink, and I didn't want to pee during this.
Yeah.
Right.
So you overhydrate, so you force yourself to pee before it,
Right.
and then I had to be scrutinized.
Well, it came up on the show, and a listener who's a doctor said it's a sign of a healthy prostate
Congrats.
and overhydration. So
Hell yeah.
I'd rather be over than
Yeah.
under.
Okay.
And also, congratulations for us to get into the potty talk within like the first 5 minutes of the podcast.
The kicker is this guy, heaves it up in the bathroom, And he comes out and
We
he's
didn't-
like, I vomited. And you're like, you vomited? It's
I
like,
because
yeah.
I assumed I would have heard it because
you gave him the deference you should give to a guest who's using your bathroom.
I gave you deference.
No,
I
you had a
didn't.
cup to the door.
I did not. I have explained this time and time again, or at least once or twice. My bedroom is right past the guest bathroom in our living room is in a terrible location. It is like very much sort of right in the middle of things. And the door that I was going into meant I had to walk right past that door to get to the other bathroom. So there I am
Curious?
hosting a show. I mean, I'm an inquisitive person. Yes. I think anyone who listens to Alison Rosen as your new best friend knows that. And I have decent hearing. I did play drums for a period of time. I went to a lot of shows. It's not
How
great.
does that give you good hearing?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's decent. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. It's not like I can't hear Robin pee in her own house.
Because it's delightful.
So anyway,
Quiet.
yeah, are you?
No, I mean, I try. Do I? I don't know.
I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah.
someday. So anyway, there I am, walking past.
I wish the listener could see what your fingers are doing.
YouTube.com/Alison Rosen. This is how I walk.
Yeah, it's like the
is
let the
provocative.
fingers do the walking ad from Pacific Bell.
There, just walking
But
by.
it's horizontal. You're walking upside down like Jamiroquai. What are you doing? Here it is.
Now I just feel like Bowens. So I'm walking
Scissor.
by, and it was just so fucking loud. I could not help but notice. I didn't stop. I didn't whip out a notepad. I didn't use the Apple Watch decibel meter.
notepad?
I don't know, to take notes.
Just to remind herself
That
what
is
she heard.
to take. Yeah, my
Dear
reporter's
diary.
notebook.
I had a really, really thunderous dream today. Love, Allison.
And I thought to myself, I'm crazy.
Oh,
Perfect. No, I thought to myself, is he doing this on purpose?
Yeah, the old pee routine.
yeah. He was trying to impress you.
Remember that
It's a
Candid
dominance
camera
move.
when Dom DeLuise would go to the bathroom with a hose. That one, it was fun.
I was at a wedding many, many years ago when I was very young and very stupid. And I was peeing in bathroom stalls next to between two women who had a thunderous stream. And
For women, it's even more rare.
I know. And that's why I was like, I came out and I said to one of my writing mentors who I respect so much, I said, she was a woman. And I said, how do these women have such thunderous urinal streams? And she just kind of looked at me and walked away. And I get it. I
don't get it.
I was just like, why isn't my stream as strong as theirs? And she
the
just
jealousy.
wasn't. I was jealous, but she just was not having whatever. She was not buying whatever.
and she's a comedy writing mentor?
She was, yeah. Not a super close mentor, but somebody that clearly just didn't have a taste for what I wanted to talk about.
Which is urine.
Which is
Yeah.
I feel like-
24/7 urine. Urine
welcome
Town.
to
the
welcome
musical.
to my show.
Yeah.
This
Robin's
is-
got a real thirst for urine talk.
Ah, yeah, that's true. Bring it on.
Which, speaking of, I don't even know what this is. I have a drop labeled. Well, you'll see.
I feel like birds have urine that comes out though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was. I had the word
They
urine
do.
there, so.
Well, it's all
They
one.
have a cloaca. And
what?
Cloaca. That's the hole.
It's like a blended coffee drink, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one hole that birds have. It's called a cloaca. And I do feel like urine does come out of it along with little bird poops.
I'm going to cloaca for spring break.
It's
Be
love it.
careful,
Yeah,
Robin.
be careful. They're kidnapping people like
I
you down
love
there.
it there.
Okay, so we have a lot of stuff to get to, and this wasn't even on the list at all. Real fast, Robin, I feel you'll appreciate
We're already
this.
past the bathroom talk?
We'll circle back.
Okay, good.
Yes. No, but we need to talk about like why you guys are in town and last night and both of you seem to have had a bad day. If you'd like to get that off
We're
your
wearing
chest.
regret on our faces.
Apparently RJ has a question he wants to ask everyone.
It was a good one. Maybe I'll give it to you later when you need a topic or something.
God, I can't wait. Thank you. Okay. Robin.
Yes.
I'm on Nextdoor.
Yes.
Are you on Nextdoor?
I don't read it as much as I want to anymore, but we are going to be doing more Los Feliz the podcast.
Okay.
So
Oh, you are? Nice.
And we're going to try.
Dalton, do you use Nextdoor? Do you know what it is?
I'm not a homeowner, so I
You don't have to be a homeowner.
That's like the one you talk about with people in your neighborhood, right? Like, what, did you hear that noise?
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Did you see that man riding on a bicycle? He looks suspicious. It makes you hate your neighbors. It makes you realize how much everyone's racist and awful. But anyway, occasionally I look. Elaine Boozler lives side. Oh!
I love Elaine Boozler.
I knew you would.
Not only is and we've talked about this before, right?
I don't think about Elaine Boozler. No.
Oh,
she's posting on Nextdoor.
So that means she lives in the neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, it's like
I'm moving here.
Not.
I have to.
Yeah. I mean, she lives somewhere. It's like, there's like a big.
Yeah.
You can target things to like a specific. But I know about her grocery store habits. I know about.
How's her stream?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
But which actually, based on the fact that I don't know that yet, I can tell you roughly how many blocks away she lives.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
So we can triangulate this.
Exactly.
I thought I must have already told you this, but when I was growing up, my grandmother and my aunt lived in a co-op in Brooklyn, out in Sheepshead Bay. Not a great place in Brooklyn. Not where you want to be. And whose parents lived across the street for 50 years?
Elaine Boozler's?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Whoa. I know. I'm blowing everyone's mind. But then Morgan Murphy, who I host Los Feliz podcast with, is friends with her. And
what?
Yes,
I have a connection.
I know. And then I got to talk to Elaine over the phone, and I was like, your parents lived across the street from my grandparents and my aunt and uncle, and she knew them.
She has wonderful taste.
Yes.
In
she lives
quirky
in great
shops.
Places. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. I shared this with RJ because I knew if there's one person besides you who'd be excited, it would be RJ.
I had the same reaction, Robin.
Yeah.
Aww. It's not Kay Ballard, but it's close.
Right. And so RJ's like, you have to have her on the show to talk about her Nextdoor post. And I said, I feel like that's intrusive.
No, I think she'd love it. The one time I spoke to her and I was like, your parents, my grandparents, she was like, tell me everything. She seems very open.
Yeah. So you don't think that that's like a violation?
No, she
would
like roll out of bed and come right over here.
She's posting those to be seen.
Yeah.
But to be booked on a podcast I guess it's all kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Who amongst us doesn't want to be booked? You know what I mean? Like, however you get there is how you
Can
get there.
I tell you guys? So I went to Ring of Honor last night, which was a big wrestling event. I was on time. I was so on time.
Where was this?
At the Galen Center.
The way you're saying it makes me feel like you weren't there.
I can actually, even though we weren't sitting together, I could literally see her and Daniel from our seats, and I can confirm.
And you were wearing your not fake fur jacket. Was that last night?
No, my fake fur jacket.
She did.
My not real fur jacket.
Sorry, your not real fur jacket.
I did, and I liked it until I saw the surveillance photos that Tony had taken. I'm like, oh, I guess I don't like this jacket as much.
Liked it.
Thank you very much.
She was dressed like the new owners of the building who are going to knock it down.
Oh.
Yeah.
I felt like a cowardly lion, more like that.
You said House of Stark.
I did say House of Stark,
but
I
thank
take
you for
it
making
back.
it so much worse. It's okay. I've already burned it.
Why?
Because I saw I didn't like how it looked in the photos Tony took from his section, and they
those
kept
blurry
I've done
photos,
that
super
too.
zoomed in.
I've thrown out a piece of clothing the second I see it on camera. I have. I did it yesterday.
From certain angles, it looks good, but not from way up high in an arena. But so anyway,
the way most people will see you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how tall they are. So anyway, though, on my way out, I was recognized by someone. So I was at their event. I am not a wrestling person. I mean, I'm becoming more and more like a adjacent to wrestling person.
As you siphon guests from the community.
Siphon guests. I see it more as like giving them a platform to reach.
And that's why my social media has blown up. Go ahead, continue.
I've actually lost followers since appearing on this.
And yet you're back.
I am a glutton for mediocrity. I'm too popular.
Thank you.
I must dial it
Yes.
back. I get recognized like at least once a week, and I want to bring that back down to 0.
Well, as someone who, there was a period of time where I got recognized far more often, and now it's like very, very few and far between. So it did happen last night, and it was very exciting for me. It was one of those things where I wanted to be like, could I get a picture too? But I didn't, you know?
Did she or he want a picture with you?
He wanted a picture with me, yeah.
Exciting.
And then I realized before, when I had used the bathroom at a normal volume and then came back, I thought I heard someone saying Allison.
Oh.
But then I'm like, I'm imagining this. I sort of turned around. But anyway, I said to him, did you call my name earlier? And he's like, yeah, I did. But I didn't want to, say it too loud because like, I didn't want you to get swarmed
It's adorable.
That's so sweet.
Or he didn't want to cause a commotion or something. It was something, the idea.
There she is. Let's get her.
You'll appreciate this.
Oh, I will.
This is a reference that RJ, I'm realizing all the conversations I've had with you, I should have been having with Robin because she's more you than you.
We are very similar.
Soap dish?
Love it. I
The,
love
the
soap dish.
mall scene.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. Oh,
This is the one
soap
with
dish.
Elizabeth Shue.
It's
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
You, and so you need to see it.
Yes.
But anyway, yes, I love that he thought, I love that someone could think that something like that could happen to me.
Yes. That's nice.
And
though.
so I just want to say on behalf of all like very low in the alphabet list celebrities, if you see them, recognize them.
Were you alone when this happened? Like,
Um,
did anybody witness you taking a picture with this
I
person?
swear it happened.
No,
Daniel was a little bit further
It
behind me.
happens to me sometimes. Like I'll be.
Oh,
out with
yeah,
my-
and you're like,
and
I
like you
want-
go to the bathroom and someone stops you. I'm like, but my family was just here. I could have shown them on
Yes.
somebody.
Okay, so one of my first dates with Daniel, he co-wrote a graphic novel. We were like near a comic book store, and he got recognized. Sorry, Daniel. The only time that has ever happened, but I know that he was like, "Oh
You
my
didn't
God,
have to say
this
that part.
timing."
You could have just.
The only
told
time
us
it
the
happened
story.
that day.
Yeah. Okay.
When I got to keep it real.
Yeah. Or
He's
fake.
not here, or what?
R.I.P. Daniel.
Oh.
What happened?
No, wait. What's?
Go ahead.
No, really, what happened?
No, go ahead.
You said something I didn't
You're
hear.
doing great.
I'm the only person sitting at the table. Sorry, RJ, to cut you off, but it's like cutting myself off since we're the same person. I'm the only person here who probably hasn't been really recognized or asked to be taken a picture with. You know, you guys are all
That's
public
wrong.
figures.
I feel like that's fucked up.
If you
Robin.
yeah.
Can I take a picture with you?
Yeah.
All right.
That's so cool. It happened. I can be at the table now. RJ, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was going to say my mother's reaction to me getting recognized is just paranoia. And, you know, be careful saying hi to these strangers and talking to them, and they find out things about you or they take your wallet. And I'm like, so I don't enjoy
They
it.
take your wallet.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. They're like little fingersmiths.
Yeah.
They'll take your wallet. I have a bunch of pictures of me with my dear friend, old friend for a long time. I'm not really name dropping. Jerry O'Connell, everybody. Hold on to your hats. But when I go out with him.
Do enjoy his dermatology posts he does.
But
Like to
when
see
I
what
go out
moles he
with
gets
him, because he now lives in my hometown, but when I go out with him, all I do is take pictures from behind. He gets recognized like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, I bet.
And all I do is just take pictures of him getting his picture taken with other people. And I'm like, this is what I hung out with Jerry today. It was a lot of fun. He can't walk 5 steps. It's incredible.
I have a question about Jerry O'Connell
Please.
that I asked myself yesterday. Why does he do so much daytime TV?
He was offered a job on The Talk and he took it. And then I think that leads to other daytime TV. And then I think because of The Talk, he got The Love Boat or something. I think it just spirals out of control.
And that also reminds me, does anyone remember the male version of The View?
Yes, what was it
Yes.
called?
Called
With
The
Mario.
Other Half with
Yes.
Mario and Danny Bonaducci
Yes.
and Dick Clark.
What?
Oh my God.
Who else was on it?
I don't know, but no one good.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a
Was it on during the day?
Yeah.
Yes. It
Mario
was
Lopez, right?
Yes.
When you say Mario, I just wanna
Mario
make sure.
Lopez.
I'm saying Mario Lanza.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it like presupposes that women are like, I really want to hear what these 5 guys have to say about stuff written by women.
My husband's a lot like Dick Clark, and I want to make him happy.
Right. I want to know what's on Dick's mind this morning. Is he thinking of Rockin' Eve already? Has he got the lineup for New Year's Rockin' Eve?
What's on the dick docket?
Dick's docket. Dick's docket. Ooh,
Did
sorry.
you know that Robin, did we go through this?
No.
Biore?
Biore?
Voice
yeah.
of Biore. For Peter to do it, please.
Beauty starts here. Wow. Do you like that I went into a spell? Yeah. Beauty starts here.
So
You
I
go
had
cross-eyed when you do it.
Yeah.
You really
I
get in the
had
character.
Jerry O'Connell on this show during the
Oh.
pandemic.
Wow.
Do you know
did he
how
do it from a parking lot?
he did it from
Worse.
from a forest?
Yes. Okay.
So-
just making sure.
At the beginning of the pandemic, when I started doing Zoom stuff, it was and for every podcaster, a huge topic of conversation was like the onboarding process and the getting them to record their own thing and the equipment, and it's just very difficult. And I, finally got this like email with all the steps for recording yourself. But when you would go through a publicist, it was like this whole extra layer of are they going to be able to record themselves? I hope you're telling me the truth. So anyway, I log on, and then he logs on. He's outside
On the hood of his car.
Like in a national forest on his phone where he gets the best 5G. And I was like, oh, I guess I'll just make do with what I have. And then at the end, his phone disconnected. This is I made a little clip of it. We were talking. Suddenly his phone turns from like horizontal to vertical or the other way. So he's just dangling, frozen, and then it just goes black.
He told a story recently
perfect.
about how he did some zoomed in for something and then got disconnected off of something like on live television.
Where does he live? Somewhere the civilization hasn't reached.
He lives sort of in the mountains a little bit, but he usually goes to the Topanga Mall where I grew up and goes into a parking garage there, and will broadcast from there. But if you watch those Watch What Happened Live's episode during the pandemic, he was always on the hood of his car trying to get his phone to work, and it was just like get some Wi-Fi, Jerry.
Amazing. Tony.
Yeah.
I realized that I forgot to turn the timer on. How many minutes are we?
21 minutes. Well, more like 20. We've
It's
We're almost on
we're
21.
not done yet.
Wait.
That's fine. Just keep going.
So let's talk about what brings you two wrestlers and wrestling personalities to town.
Jerry O'Connell. He invited us over for brunch. And
He would.
Yep. It was lovely. It was a shirtless brunch we're doing on the roof of his car. We're wrestling. Well, we had a Ring of Honor at the show. You went to it.
Yes.
And that's it. And then it's like it's a big wrestling weekend. WrestleMania's in town, Supercard, and then a bunch of like independent small shows are all over. So like the world of wrestling fans all come here.
Yes.
And
For
it's
this weekend.
gross and annoying and socially exhausting.
so loud.
I had 3 hours of sleep. I
Oh,
do
no.
not want to meet one other new
Wait,
person.
Why 3 hours? Is this an insomnia thing?
No, I don't have insomnia. I sleep well. But socially, you don't see these people in so long.
Right.
And they all want to hang out and all want to meet and go do things. And we went and we did things. I deferred to the other people, and it cost me.
Where is everybody staying? Is everybody staying in one place?
I'm by the airport. We're by
Yeah, we're by the
That's
airport.
probably smart.
But all the events are downtown,
Right,
which is
right.
like
Very far.
30 minutes away.
Yeah.
And then
So wait, you guys stayed out till like 4 a.m.?
yeah, we're
Like,
young
oh
hip
my
kids.
God.
Look at us.
I didn't even
God.
know stuff in LA goes on till 4 a.m.
nothing.
Not
Nothing
yeah.
good.
Things
Nothing
that
good.
went on were no good. They were no good. Not good
Such
things at all.
What did you guys do?
Oh, wow. Well,
let's
after
be
the
vague.
show, we went to a drag show
Great.
that I performed at.
Yes.
Yes.
RJ was incredible.
Yes, please tell us.
He didn't do drag and he did a comedy set, but
Because I have to zag, you know? I can't
Right.
zig.
No, I get it.
So I did a scene from Undertaker's one-man show.
You should explain this for people who don't know.
The
which
Undertaker.
includes me a little bit.
The Undertaker has a one-man show.
This is a wrestling guy.
Yeah. She
I'm
got it.
going to write it down
the
just so I have it.
UN, yeah.
UN. You're
And
going
then I
to spell it out
thought-
for me.
I thought, gee, it would be great if I said I was his understudy.
Oh,
and that
that's
I'm
good.
workshopping his act. And it's a joke that I could not stop doing around the house.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought this needs to come out of me. And then Dalton bore witness to it.
we watched him. He did, what'd you do, like 10 minutes?
5 minutes.
Less than that?
Yeah.
Yeah. He did just one bit of it. And our friends were there and immediately was like, I need an hour of this. He wants to see the real thing that
Do you
RJ
have
can
an
write.
hour on this?
No, but this is a solid 5 minutes.
And this
is a
involves
strong
singing,
base.
right?
There is some song involved, yes. Yeah.
And where did this take? Again, I'm very locationally oriented.
It was a
Where was this happening?
And what was
I
the
believe
lighting
a-
like?
A gay bar.
Did anyone
Okay.
pee
Yeah.
loud?
Yeah. It was the loudest. Very, very wide urethras.
Oh,
That's what it is. I
Yeah.
think that's what it boils down
That's
to.
the name of
Big
the
urethra.
club.
I think that's a
actually.
sounding thing.
Yeah.
Maybe your mentor had a wide urethra.
Maybe
She
it
felt insecure
seemed
about
like
it.
I'd struck a nerve in that moment. I just said, how do these people pee so loudly?
The thing is, have you ever, I told you we'd get back to it.
Thank you.
Robin, have you ever like really needed to pee? I'm
Yes.
going to imagine you know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
you
yeah.
sit down, you're like really giving it a go.
Yeah.
And then like, boom,
Yeah.
just goes over the bowl.
No.
Okay.
Over the bowl? What are
on.
you talking
Are you
about?
lying on your back while you're doing
Oh,
it?
no, sorry. I left out a key part. And you're also tired. So you lean back.
Yeah.
Do you go,
And then-
your feet kick up?
No, I don't take a load off that much. But I'm just saying, like, you can as a lady, you can let it out or you can push it out. And I've learned pushing it out
Shove it out.
is
Push it out, way
it can sometimes like jump over the lip of the bowl.
like
It's
the
never happened.
fountains at the
Never happened to
Bellagio.
me.
Yes.
Yeah.
We had a fantastic conversation in the car last night at around 3 a.m. with a women's wrestler about how often women pee when they wrestle
Yep.
by accident.
Oh,
It
interesting.
happens to men, but
I
not as
totally get
often
it.
We
as
learned
women.
it's a lot.
Yeah, like a lot.
You're watching women's wrestling?
You're seeing
One of
them
them is most likely peeing.
And in this story, she hit this big move, and they both peed at the same time.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It must be.
Does it get on-
They must
do they
be
get it on
hitting
each other?
a nerve, literally,
Yeah,
right?
it must be.
Or
Or also the force.
I think
the
it's the body has a
lifting
defense
muscles.
mechanism when you get hit. You know,
Right.
you
To
just-
pee.
yeah, to get the predators off.
Get out
you.
of here.
Have they
think
had
that's it.
children?
I
No,
don't know.
she.
I don't think so.
Well, I don't know about the other one in
Yeah.
the story, but the one that was telling it is fairly young. I don't
Yeah.
think they have children.
Is it a cost? Is it a wardrobe issue? Once they're zipped up, can they zip down?
Oh yeah, no. Once you're zipped up, you're there.
You're there for
Gotta-
yeah. It's
That's
like
why they
it's like
pee.
putting on like the Grinch outfit. Like Jim Carrey had to stay in it all day. you know?
Yes. Have you guys peed while you wrestled?
I'm peeing right now.
I'm gonna have to.
It is quiet.
This is making me pee, and I don't have to.
Okay. You know what? I cut you off with my stupid joke.
Oh, you did.
You were asking, weren't you asking where this venue is? Is that what you wanted to
They
know?
said
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
let's get
Oh,
that.
yeah,
sounds
that's
like a
the important
really good
detail.
topic of discussion.
Picture where you said it took place at like a drag club, right?
How'd you get
Yeah.
there? Did you go
Okay.
through the canyon?
Yeah.
Take the
I
highway?
get.
Did
You
you
know what?
ways?
You want to know something? This is the God's honest truth. I love logistics.
Don't bring God into the.
So you go up there, they hand you the mic, and you walk up there.
Yeah, and approximately what time did you get
Oh my
down?
God.
Like, I love
I
logistics.
prior to now thought you were such a good guest. This
She's
is such a-
thorough.
wow.
My
a
friend
blast
calls
of
me
info.
logistics after dark, so I really apologize for asking such
No,
specific
it's
and boring
these
questions.
are good, interesting. You know what? You can't hit the ride symbol the whole
I
time.
know.
Tony,
Wow.
What is that even
She used to
It just
drum
means
for
it-
a period of
it-
time.
I heard about
it
that.
just means
Real
you can't
money
be like
rich.
10, 10,
Yeah,
10,
yeah,
10,
yeah,
10.
yeah,
You got to
yeah.
bring it down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Can we talk about something that happened last night, please?
Oh yeah, let's talk.
Yeah, what
about
happened last night?
Okay. Bones to pick. Just a small one. Okay. So I had very nice seats. Thank you, Dalton.
You're welcome. I'm a star.
Yes. And at one point I finagled my way backstage to say hi to someone. I'm unclear.
Barely backstage.
What?
You were barely.
The curtain separating front stage from backstage was right here. And I was like, right there.
Got it.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, someone could have sneezed and it would have pushed me back out with the hoi polloi.
If you're not watching on YouTube, you're really missing this
Yeah.
beautiful hand reenactment.
And
I
show us how
don't-
you walked to the curtain.
So here's the curtain.
yeah.
Here's me.
And open
And then
the
I-
door.
Beautiful.
And here is the church. Here's
Yes.
the steeple. Open
Okay.
the doors.
So anyway, managed to get through the curtain
Yeah.
to say hi to someone. I'm unclear.
Hold on. How tall is the curtain?
Stop.
Robin? I know you were thinking it.
I wasn't.
Do you want to
You
know?
were.
Do you want to know what color it was?
No.
Really?
I just wanted to know where everyone was in space and time.
Okay. So I'm back there saying hi to this person where I belong. Thank you. And then
Not in that
RJ,
jacket. Not in that fuzzy jacket. You
I would
belong
say
back there.
roughly 3 minutes passed, 3.5. And then RJ said, I think it was RJ. It might have been the other person. I can't remember. I think it was RJ though.
It was probably me.
Yeah.
If it was me, it was probably me.
Yeah. You're like, you should probably get back out there.
Are you
I mean-
are you being vague, leaving me out of the story
Yes.
because you think you're not allowed to say I was there?
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh
you-
yeah, I was wondering who the other person.
Me too. I
He
thought this was
there.
another
You can
event.
say he was not cleared to compete.
Yes.
but he was there.
Can
I
this
was-
stay in?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm I'm a newbie
was
to
not
this world.
Cleared. To
Yes. So
compete.
I went, unfortunately, the reason I went, one of the main reasons I went to the show, in addition to proving that I can be on time, was that I was so excited. We were all so excited to see Dalton wrestle.
Yeah.
But he had been injured
Oy.
just a few days before.
How, why, and where? Just I don't care.
So there was a little, there was like a funny girl thing where it's like last minute you're gone.
Yeah. He's the Christina Applegate.
What?
She's not in that movie. There's a Barbara Streisand
Robin.
movie.
This
doesn't
is
get it.
this
She
is
doesn't get it.
funny. The plot of Funny Girl.
What are
Yeah,
you-
no.
What are
Okay.
you thinking of?
Wasn't Christina Applegate in the Broadway version of Funny Girl, and she broke
No,
her
you're
foot?
thinking of Sweet Charity, the Broadway version of
Am
Sweet
I?
Charity. You are, and I love you for thinking of that. I think
Yeah, but you got it wrong.
Well,
I think that's
not
what you
focused
mean.
on
But she said it with confidence.
yes, no, you're right.
Ah,
It is.
get
But
it
didn't they do Funny Girl on Broadway?
They're
They're
doing it
still
right
doing
now.
Oh, right, and Leah Michelle's in it, and
Yes.
everyone
She
has a
took
problem with
over
her.
from Beanie Feldstein.
Yeah.
It was a
Yes.
very troubled production
Yeah.
at first.
Yeah.
But it's basically what I was. That's what I was
That's
saying.
been my Vanderpump
Yeah.
cheating thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was on Sheena's podcast, and if there's time, we'll get to that. But first, we have
Sheena Easton?
Sheena, yeah.
Sheena Shea from
She,
Azusa.
yes.
Sheena Shea.
Okay. So anyway,
It's
I was mean. I kicked you out. I kicked you out backstage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
why?
Because the main event was on. The main event had started, and
Yeah.
I felt like we were taking time away, and at that time period, we started to cause a scene. Quite frankly,
Oh.
you know,
Among whom?
the rustling of the curtains and
Cause
that
a
whole
scene.
thing.
Oh, to the whole.
drawing
Yeah.
attention from the stands. Yeah.
The
Was it?
sacred space.
Yeah, if people
Yeah.
see like people going in and out of that curtain, they're like, "Oh, there's one of the wrestlers over there.
Yeah.
What's going on?" Because just as fun as much as you wanted to be back there, everybody else in those stands want to do it too. So
Right.
if they're not watching what's in the ring, we're doing a disservice
and then
to our
especially
friends.
when
So
it's the main
interesting.
event.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, also, you were really acting a fool back there. It was embarrassing.
Was it? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. So you were both, you wanted her to just leave because you didn't
Yeah.
want,
Yeah. I
didn't want-
I didn't want to disturb the main event.
right. And who was the main event, by the way?
It
Eddie
was-
Kingston and
yeah.
Claudio.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Hang on. I must recap this.
By
for
the way, that was
myself.
very impressive. that
She didn't
you
say the
were
last name. I
naming
want to hear
people.
Claudia's
Thank
last
you.
name, though.
Oh yeah,
Castanola.
it's casserole.
Pretty
Give it
close.
to her.
Yeah.
What is it? Castaneda? No. What? Claudia. I know he used to be
Claudio
Cesaro.
Castellaneta.
I mean, I got so close.
Like Dan Castellaneta.
You were closer with that than Cesaro.
That's what he used. Cesaro. I mean,
Not no more.
okay. What is it?
Cesario.
God, push the story forward.
I won't.
What is his last name?
Yeah.
Castagnoli.
Have we started recording? When are we going to do the podcast?
Well, I was so close. I mean, I was so close. Okay, so anyway, I am enjoying how boring this has become for everyone.
It's not as
but
boring.
me.
I could make it more boring. I could ask some.
So let me. Okay, so here's the
I
fact. So
thought-
I walk by.
I thought doing this in person it would go better, and it has somehow been way worse than anything we've ever done over Zoom.
Wait, can I just add in one thing really
Please.
quick? I was asking about this wrestling event outside when we were taking the picture.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I gotta know like where this is all taking place, what's happening. I didn't even know about the event. So I wanted to know about the event. And then once we took all the pictures, click. I turned back to RJ and I was like, so anyway, what else is, and you literally went, oh.
Robin asks questions like she's the fire marshal.
But you just like the total, complete being totally done answering. I think it's just, I'm going to attribute it to you guys going to bed at 4:00 in the morning. Now I'm holding a water bottle that I didn't ask.
Yeah.
I don't know. It
Here's
looks like
if
you
you need
wanted
another
it.
one.
Thank you.
Okay,
Wrestlers need a lot of
Robin,
water.
if you're the fire marshal, then
Yes.
cheers. What has happened? Okay. Do you feel that I was causing a scene and
No.
pulling focus from the? Thank you.
I would say what would probably have caused a bigger scene was your big fan in the audience. He's like, Allison.
All right, the
That's
truth.
causing a scene.
Which is why you don't stand up.
I also wanted to watch the main event.
Oh.
I wanted to
you
go
did?
watch that. Yeah.
Oh,
We had played. Well, I had to run somewhere. You said come say hi to Allison, and I was in protest because I was in
Yeah.
it gets
motion.
worse.
I actually went
Oh,
out
it
of
gets
my way to
worse.
make it happen.
Yeah.
Thank
And then
He
you
did a
said, "Why are
very
you
nice
cutting this
thing."
short?" And then it's like, if not for me, it wouldn't have.
Oh,
been a
he
thing.
threw you under the bus
Yeah.
like that. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I was busy. It was me. It was me. I just couldn't deal with you right
Because
now.
you very much were like, remember who was nice to you.
That was that's the game.
And then you met somebody
RJ's actually
else.
the nice person.
Rick Dees.
No, someone that you might know.
Rick Dees.
I did.
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
I did. I met your friend. I met him before, actually.
Oh, okay. Mark
Yeah.
Blutman.
I don't
He
know him.
produced Boy Meets World.
Okay.
And even better, so little time with the Olsen twins and Taylor Negron.
I don't know. Oh, Taylor. Sure, I know. I mean, yes to all of it. I just don't know exactly. I don't know him exactly.
A show
and
Robin
he's
didn't
been
know.
wanting to get on this podcast.
I told him last night.
You blew him off?
I told him last night. How does he get the pass? Whose dick do I have to suck to become important enough?
It's Mark Blutman's. Yeah.
You could get some tickets to the Boy Meets World tapings.
In all honesty,
Yes.
he is very good friends with someone else who was on the show who is much more famous than us.
On this show?
I don't want to
Hulk
the
Hogan.
Blutman social circle, the secret Blutman social circle.
I don't think he would have a problem with that.
Joel Stein.
From my...
Samoa Joe.
Okay.
Yeah, and
That's
a
the guy
who you
that
don't-
wrestled someone else.
Great.
And I saw it. Oh, who? Oh, I'm forgetting who it was. I can't remember. But
Mark Briscoe.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
and I saw all his little kids. Those
Oh,
kids.
did you see them from
Yeah.
earlier?
Yeah.
They were
I
great.
did, yes.
They were all running around in the backstage, all wrestling each other. Some other people had their kids there, and there was just kids having wrestling matches and super kicking each other in the face. It was intense. Mark Blutman tweeted at us this morning.
Oh, he's...
And posted a picture of me and RJ with him, and he says he's got jeans older than these two. RJ
I like your
says
response,
they
though.
have holes in them, and then I told him thank you for being serious, and he responded with a GIF from Boy Meets World.
I have notes on that.
Do you?
Yeah.
Wait,
I want
Robin.
to see what he looks like.
Robin, if you had to tweet a GIF of one show you've worked on, what would it be?
It would be Sons of Tucson. It would be Tyler Labine on a bike, just driving through Tucson. He's the new dad to these three boys he's never met before. There. By the way, can I just say there's a Twitter feed that you would love called Sitcom People. Do you follow that now?
Of course.
Okay. And like they've tweeted now, it's sort of like low, not known sitcoms really at all, and then they'll show famous ones. And like so far, they've shown like 3 shows in the month that I've been following them. They've shown 3 shows that I've worked on, which isn't the biggest compliment. Let's see if I know Mark Bittman though. Mark Blutman.
Blutman.
I can't because the screen went dark.
What do you want
Well,
from
that's
me?
him. You
what
can't
do you want
see. I
from
can
me?
see it.
But,
There you
like-
go. There you go.
I don't. Oh, I mean, this looks like every guy I've ever worked with.
Oh, he's listening to this
That
podcast.
no, but
Okay.
Mark Blutman, you look like a colleague of mine. We've probably done
Perhaps.
together. I'm sorry.
I
no,
enjoyed
it's
his
okay.
company.
I'm sorry. I'm going back to this.
Yeah.
No one wants me to.
Is it about urine? Are you bringing up potty talk
it's
again?
Not that. Okay. The real reason I was evicted from where I belong was because you truly feel like, once again, I've got to get out Exhibit A and B. Okay. So here's me.
Okay, there's your feet.
I come through.
Again.
Here's the curtain.
I just,
Me being right there, you actually think that is distracting to
I
audience
just
members?
didn't trust you
Or-
back there. All right,
Now we're getting
you were just
to
such
it.
a loose cannon. I didn't know what you were gonna
We
do.
had been boisterous enough in that area.
Oh, so it was.
Who's the we? Who's the we?
Also,
Me and RJ.
Me,
Oh, I hadn't even noticed you.
I had saw you before that,
Mm-hmm.
and also it's the main event.
Yeah.
This is like, if you're going to disrupt the play, fine, but like don't disrupt it during the solo.
Yeah, and that is a very high traffic area for the production itself. Like the wires are all right there, and it's also the entranceway and the whole production team. Like the monitors are pretty close to that. So
Like the longer we stayed there, the more it would have bothered people.
I see.
So it was a
because there
time
was
thing.
someone who went by who was like, "Oh, you're fine. You're fine."
Yeah, they were wrong.
was it somebody at the building? Maybe if it was
I don't
building
know
staff,
who it was.
they don't know
I
what they're
see.
talking about.
Okay.
Were you
so
in a
it
blind
was
panic the whole time she was back there?
Yes.
That's so
I
interesting.
shoot her away.
He physically
But I-
moved her. He
and
grabbed her by the shoulders and tried to push her out the curtain.
Oh,
it was
So you
a
gotta
real
go now.
nightmare.
You gotta
my
go.
God.
Yeah.
It was
It
the
made me.
meeting.
It made me feel so.
He also got
so-
you out of the chair, asked you to
But
come.
I actually was that. Okay, so that was a whole miscommunication,
Yes.
which actually I think it could have been a miscommunication.
Well, I was
So-
signaling to you. I asked you to come over.
I didn't see you.
No.
This is what happened. RJ comes out like
Ah.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, just like that.
And then turns to me or something. And I said, I want to say hi to Colt
He
Cabana.
before,
God.
over the top, me while.
I had said, I want to say hi to Colt Cabana,
Uh-huh.
who you know.
yes.
And
My best
RJ
friend.
said, if I can get another backstage pass, I'll find you and bring you back.
That's nice.
Which was bullshit, clearly. So
He didn't even look.
Yeah, no, I think he instantly forgot or
Right.
decided or talked to Colt, and Colt's like, I don't want her back here, which is probably what happened.
No.
You never
Not
know.
my
It's
Colt Cabana.
That's what it feels like. So anyway, so then later he comes out and is like motions in some ambiguous way to me.
I just flailed my arms.
Yeah. So I turn to Daniel and I say, I'm going to go say hi to Colt Cabana. He's like, yeah, do your thing. And then RJ goes, and this is a visual, so I should narrate it for the audience. He's like, oh, wait a minute. And then he brings out his phone and motions to his phone like he's texting me.
Uh-huh.
So then I look at my phone, but there's very poor reception in the Galen Center. The surveillance photos that Tony took of me and texted to me, he took at least 20 minutes before. So I'm trying to say to RJ, I'm like, there's nothing. And then I think he's saying, come over here, but I'm not sure. So then I get out of my seat, making a whole commotion, drawing focus from the main event. I scale a wall.
ruined
I
the
walk
show.
over there and I'm trying to understand, were you telling me to come over here? I'm glad that I
are you trying to
recapitulated
figure out
this
right
for the
now
show.
what the text said that you weren't?
No,
able
I
to
finally got it.
Okay.
But so you were saying to come over.
Yes, that Dalton was here. I was trying to bring you two together.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we were together,
You
Kicked
got to
us
say
apart.
What
hi.
more did we need?
Yeah.
We say hello. We hugged. Goodbye.
She
Wait, that's
wasn't
it.
cleared.
I
you know,
We were going to be here tomorrow, late, an hour.
wanted to see what was going on backstage.
Yeah.
and
It's-
you know
I
what
like to see
happened
what's
in
happening
that
back there.
hour? I just want to say, in the hour that you guys were not here and I was,
Uh-huh.
I ruined Allison's son's life.
No,
Take that out.
Everything is ruining his life right now. I had
You
a
also ruined
dream.
it while we got here.
Yeah.
He was
Wait,
disappointed.
No,
this is
that was
poignant.
all-
I
that
think
was-
Allison's making a political statement.
Oh,
or something.
sorry,
You had a dream.
I-
Go ahead.
That one day, I used to have it memorized. In 5th grade, we memorized it. The I Have a Dream speech. No, I had a dream last night that the three of us took a nap.
Interesting.
Together. Yeah.
I could
But
go
there-
for a
Where?
nap.
All in the same bed.
Can
Yes,
we
in the
love-
same bed.
we
But it
end
wasn't.
this?
It was complete. It was not sexual at all.
Right.
It was just a nap among friends.
Oh.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
you'd know that
I
they
would
stayed
love a
out till
nap.
4 a.m. and
Yes.
they would need a nap.
I know. It's like I intuited it.
You did.
I have never been like promised. Like the idea of a nap is so appealing right now.
It was a big bed, and I think we were all very comfortable. Like I said, there were other people napping in the same bed too.
Do you guys have more events after this?
Yeah, I do.
Ay, ay, ay.
I'm going home tonight. I'm flying home tonight.
Oh, you
I'm
are?
out of here. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
It's not till 1 a.m. I got time.
Yeah.
A
Wrestler
red eye.
time. Jesus.
And then I got to get up at 4 a.m.
Because is that when you're flying?
because that's when AEW is up. And I got to post that. And then I'm going to do my coffee and underwear at 6:30 in the morning.
I was gonna stay till Monday, and then I decided I've had enough.
That's
So I'm
good.
going
you know Your
home.
limits.
Yeah.
You got to know your limits.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my God.
So that
You know
nap.
what I think you should? What
Let's turn it off. Just end the recording.
do you want? Do you want to know more about the nap?
I want to do the nap. Let's get out. Let's get in the
Do you have
sun.
nap
do you
packs? What do you
do you
do?
have lawn furniture? Maybe a lay down, a chaise
we got
lounge,
we got a full
hammock. Have you got a hammock?
It's like
you
a
got a
full-
hammock at your house, Robin?
It's like a sleeping porch over there.
How do you feel about hammocks, RJ?
It's a lot.
What do you mean a lot?
It's just a lot. It's a lot to set up. It's a lot to pay attention. You don't tip over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, once you're in,
And
it,
then
you're in.
Lovely, though.
Yeah, but that's the rub. Once you're in, you're in.
Once
Like,
you're in, you're in. You can't even get out.
you're fucked.
You're
Horrible
trapped.
for your spine.
What was your question that you wanted to ask everyone? I would love to know what it is
Okay.
in just a moment. But first, Dalton, I know what you should do
You have
on the plane.
Oh, okay.
I do not have notes. I have
I
a
get
piece
what
of
you're doing.
paper that I'm holding to appear more
I just thought
Centaurian.
you have notes,
Not
and
the
this
right
is
word.
how well it's going.
I do have notes, actually.
Okay.
Thank you very much. But these are not
You
them.
never really get to them.
What?
Is that a cat? Is there a
Is
cat?
oh no, is it my 4-year-old son?
Do you
Because
have-
I'm, oh no.
It acts like a man.
All right, let him in.
Get him in.
Hi, Owen, be careful not to knock
Look at
anything
this
over.
kid.
Okay, come on over.
He's got his bathrobe
This is
on.
just what we need. Okay.
Oh my God. The best.
You don't think Elaine Boozler would want to be a
Oh, no,
part
no,
of
no,
this?
honey. You can't touch the
mean,
microphone.
she's a
listen,
legend.
listen, sweetheart. You can, Owen, you can come sit on my lap for a minute while I talk about masterclass. But then, okay. Okay, and then we'll interview you. Is your question appropriate for him?
No.
It's not? Okay. Perfect. Okay, Owie. Okay. Oh, Dalton.
Yeah.
I know what you should do on the plane. You should learn from the world's foremost instructors via masterclass. I love masterclass. I took a creative writing class from Judy Bloom. She is amazing. At one point, the negative reviews got to her so much that she picked up her laptop and almost threw it into the Grand Canyon.
We would never have Super Fudge if that was the case.
We wouldn't have Super Fudge. We wouldn't have Tales of Fourth Grade. Nothing. We wouldn't have Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. We wouldn't have Tiger Eyes. We wouldn't have
Tiger Eyes.
We wouldn't have Deanie.
Deanie! Oh my God. The cover of the Deanie book is too much.
We need to talk about Deanie in
Deanie's
a moment.
Tough.
There are so many. When I look at Masterclass, I'm like, I can't decide which one to take because I want to take them all. There's
do they have one on podcast, dude?
Yeah, I taught it, which is weird. Not really. There's Discovering Your Personal Style with Carla Welch. There's Jen Atkins, who we talked about at length last time.
The hair person.
Yes, I mean it's all so
Carla Welch
good.
is the best and knows a lot.
Listen, with Masterclass, you can learn from the world's best minds anytime, anywhere, and at your own pace. You can learn how to creatively write from Judy Bloom. You can learn criminal profiling from the guy that invented criminal profiling with over 180 classes from a range of world-class instructors. That thing you've always wanted to do is closer than you think.
Part of me wants to help, but also watching this happen is very... Yeah, don't get involved.
I'm getting
like a documentarian.
Momentarily. I highly recommend you check it out. Get unlimited access to every class. And as an Alison Rosen is your new best friend listener, you get 15% off an annual membership. Go to masterclass.com/bestfriend now. That's masterclass.com/bestfriend for 15% off. Masterclass. That's masterclass.com/bestfriend for 15% off Masterclass. Okay, let's take not even.
Absolutely not. I think we power through.
No, we are going to power through. I need to reposition my son.
I think we're really hitting our stride.
Okay, Owen, honey, you're on the cords, which is why my computer's getting
There's
pulled.
been a lot of table kicking too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, let's move you. So where's Daddy right now?
No.
Do you know where Daddy is? Do you know where he is, honey?
He's in the
In
home.
the home.
In the home. Home is where the dad is.
Okay. So anyway, your question's not appropriate, is what you're saying.
Not
No,
in
but
my
I
home.
don't think he's
so.
going
Tell
to
Mark
get it.
Blitman I just did
Okay.
that joke.
What's your question? Oh,
Blitman? Sorry.
okay.
Home is where the
Owen,
dad
honey.
is. That's the new sitcom.
Owen, sweetie,
we're
you
gonna
cannot
launch.
type.
What?
Home is with...
Oh, yeah. No, I got it.
Yeah.
That was good.
I'm sorry. It just got real loosey-goosey in here
If
where I thought
Owen-
we weren't talking into microphones anymore.
Listen, Owen,
You're
if
always
you're
on
going to
a
be out here,
microphone.
sweetheart, you cannot touch anything on the screen, okay? Can you do that?
Please, can you give me
Oh, you want to type? I can't, but Daddy can. I can't right now. See, that's filming me. See, there's you and me.
He talks like she does the intros.
Hey, Tony, before I forget, did Rick Dees ever have a bizarre album?
I don't know.
I think
I
he
can't remember if he
does.
had an entire song. I mean, well, there's Disco Duck, of course.
Well, I
the
wrote
single.
down Rick Dees Disco Duck.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure you knew about it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I did an episode for Patreon on the single. I can't remember if there's a full album.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
You know
Yeah.
who does have a wonderful novelty album, which I made a parody wrestling shirt of. Take a guess. Who brought us together?
Who brought us together? Kay Ballard.
Yes.
She has it. Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
It's called Ha Ha, and then I think Boo Hoo. And it's split in the middle, and the top half is her smiling, and you flip it over, and it's the same picture, but her frowning.
Oh my God, Tony, this is your next bizarre albums.
Yeah. I'll look into it.
Bye, Owen. We love you.
Bye, Owen.
Lovely seeing you.
God, it's cute.
Oh,
That was so cute.
my goodness. Okay, what's your question?
Oh, I wanted to know if anyone here has had sex with anyone who's currently dead.
Oh, that's such a good question.
You know what's weird?
God.
What's weird is
good
I
question.
swear this came up on another podcast that I was on. It did with Canadians. Is this a Canadian thing?
No.
Why would it? What it would be Canadian about this?
I don't know. Maybe they like having sex with people shortly before they die.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know what goes on in
It's not a
Canada.
terminal situation.
Yeah.
It
The
was,
question wasn't, did you do it hours
No,
before they
it was
croak?
with what the hell? Blocked Party. Podcast. You met those guys, remember?
Yeah,
that was the
they're
guy,
very
John
nice.
Cullen, who
Yeah.
looks so much like Tony.
Yes.
That you logged on. You said hi, Tony. I said that's not Tony, and you're like, how is that not Tony?
I know.
He's
very
Tony's.
nice, John Cullen.
There's a guy who looks just like Tony, who's had sex
Yeah.
with someone who's no longer with us.
Is this one of the situations where he really looks like me? Because
Yes.
I get a
You were on that
a
show.
weird amount. Why do I not remember this?
John Cullen and Stefan Heck.
I don't know.
You'll remember it later.
Yeah. No, I get a stupid amount of like tweets.
Yeah.
Or where people just send a picture of a guy with a beard. They're like, "Is this you?" It happens way more than you would think, and they never look anything like me.
Well, so what's the answer, RJ? What's the answer, everyone?
To my recollection, no.
Right.
And now I want to know if anyone has. Like, what does that feel like looking
Right.
back on it?
Right.
I had. Go ahead.
No, I don't think I have, but I also don't know for sure.
Yeah, I don't know for
that's kinda
sure
where I'm at,
either. Like,
But what if you've been asked to have sex with someone
who is dead?
who had a partner who was about to die?
Okay, hold on.
Excuse me?
I'm going to need logistics.
What?
We're going to need logistics.
Yes. So
Like as a
somebody
favor?
asked me out on a date, but that somebody I knew was engaged to somebody who was at that moment dying.
They were just getting ahead of the game.
Yeah.
And they're like,
I
this
was
is going to be inevitable.
That seems like a terrible idea. I will not go out with you. And you'd think at that time I may have bitten, but there was even a line I couldn't cross.
Wait, why would we think at that time you would have? Was that what you were into?
It was desperate times. Mid-30s was a desperate time.
Wait, it was his fiance?
Yes.
And did he offer
But it was
up
an empty
excuse? She's okay with
engagement.
it?
Yeah, it
She was
doesn't sound-
expiring. It's
But
like a
everybody
walk to
knew about
remember when they got
And he's
married.
the
I
nicest
didn't
guy.
see a walk to
I
remember.
think he was just like maybe
Mandy
lost
Moore?
and in grief and was maybe asking people out when they
Robin,
shouldn't have been.
You are being generous and coming up with like a story that excuses his behavior, which maybe he deserves, but also maybe he's just
Yeah.
A philanderer.
It
But-
was crazy.
She
died.
I mean, that's philandering small pho, though.
I love
She died as a cuckold?
Wait, I love that she died, and then he never asked Robin out again.
Oh yeah.
That is true. He is now married very happily to somebody else.
Oh, really?
That's not me.
Maybe when she gets terminally ill,
Yeah.
you'll have
wait,
another
I'll
shot
be
at
right
it.
there
Yeah.
waiting.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Their engagement was before she became sick?
Yes.
But they did, but like what stopped, like it,
Like I think
I'm rattled from
I
Owen
think
and
when
also
it
life.
looked like it was very, very serious. And
They decided to postpone the wedding plans.
oh no,
'Cause some people-
I think it was like this woman's going to die. There's going to be no wedding.
I think what I'm suggesting is maybe they didn't have the strongest relationship in the world, as evidenced by your story, but also because they were engaged and they didn't get married. Like
Right.
I generally feel like people who have a years long engagement, like something's stopping them from.
Right.
And I also feel like people who have been together for years. That's not, but they haven't gotten married. If
Yeah.
they're people who like want to get married someday, like, but I've been wrong.
What if it was like a planning thing where he's like, I know I'm going to be real sad and I'm going to need somebody to help me get through this. So I might as well just move on to the next step. Now, Robin, you look like somebody I can cry on their shoulder.
Right, maybe
it could be
he's-
that. It could be
I think
sweet.
I'm
He could just
giving
be
off
into
that energy
planning.
at the time.
Like
Yeah.
you said, yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you're with somebody else, and even if she's almost dead, I'm still dead.
I
No.
feel like I gave off that energy for
I
years.
really gave off that.
Yes.
I remember. I remembered a flash last night. I was watching a television program, and somebody that I knew was on the program, and I remember being at the Forgetting Sarah Marshall premiere. And
Wow.
turning to this person who I didn't know that well, but was super cute, but like whatever. Wasn't thinking. I was like, what are we all doing next? And he like looked at me very seriously and went, I have a girlfriend. And I went, that's not at all what I meant. Like that. I was like, are we going to a second location? Is this party continuing? And I don't know what about my body language, what I said. It haunts me that he said, I have a girlfriend, as if I was all over
This, okay.
and I wasn't.
This reminds me.
Robin, I should let you know I'm married.
Thank you.
Just so you know.
In I think it was actually high school, which I feel like shouldn't count, but it's still okay. My friend Steve's friend Jamie, not important. These actually are their real names. We were all going to go somewhere, and then Jamie said to Steve, like, he didn't really want me to come backstage ever.
Oh,
yeah,
I've been there before.
yeah, because he knew that I liked him.
right.
I did not. I swear to God,
Right.
I did not like him.
It's the
at
worst.
all.
It's the worst.
There's something so offensive about someone, because the appropriate way to walk through life is oblivious to anyone liking you.
yes. Absolutely.
It's like being accused of lying when you were telling the truth, which is something I hate.
I know, and I'm still so mad at this person. It's when did Sarah Marshall come out?
2008, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
So I have a similar experience from last week, and I've learned to neutralize the statement.
You had
So-
sex with a dead person?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
we did
similar
person
to
all
this.
go around.
So
them.
we're at the hotel
Yep.
after the show last week, and there was
Hold on. For Robin, where were we?
Yeah, I wasn't
we're
going to
in
say.
St.
We're in
Louis.
St.
Yes,
Louis.
you were in St. Louis.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Missouri.
We're
That's
in
the one, yeah.
The
Meet me
Renaissance.
there.
Yeah, in St. Louis, and there was this
The
fan
gateway.
who I've known, but it was also like, oh, if you're around after, like, I'm staying at the hotel, so like to hang out and whatever. Okay, so we're hanging out because I got
That's
there. I was
her, or
like,
that's
hey.
you saying that?
No, that's her.
So
Right?
it's a female fan.
Female fan, but like but a nice, like, beyond a fan in the sense of
Yeah.
social.
A female
They're
fan, but
around
you're like a
people.
nice one.
Right.
But also, like,
Not like those cunts.
I don't know about the, like, nothing ever sexual given off, nothing, but I don't know her life. She does not know mine.
Sure.
So we're sitting there and talking for like 2 minutes, and I go, by the way, this isn't a sex thing, right? It's not a sex thing.
Wow.
And she's like, no. I was like, okay, good. Because sometimes it will be a sex thing and they won't say it. And then it turns into this, you know what I mean?
No,
They're
I don't
giving
think any-
clues
No,
of
these
like,
fans want
oh,
to have sex
you're
with
in-
you.
you're
let's
inadvertently
hang out.
leading them
You know
on.
what I mean? Right.
Huh.
And it's like, I just want to clarify, this is not a thing. Like, we're on the same page here. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
Okay,
that you felt the
but-
need to say that.
Yeah.
If it had been a sex thing for her,
Yeah.
She wasn't.
she was going to
tell you.
answer the same way.
Yeah, she would never tell you.
Look, at
She
least
probably was going like in her mind. She was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god,
Yeah.
oh my god." But she's
What? No.
As
Ew.
long
I
as-
have 1,000. I have 1,000 boyfriends.
That's
fine. No.
Look, as long as I cover my own bases.
Sure.
But
It's
did you?
okay.
But did you say this isn't a sex thing, right? Question mark, or like just so we're clear, like this is not a sex. Like, were you saying
I
I
said
will?
this is not a sex thing, right?
He was asking.
Yeah, this is right. But no, it's not.
He was trying to find out her
Just
intentions.
talking about anything.
And I said, by the
And
way,
then,
yes.
Like it would be like if you and I were talking about Kay Ballard, and
Yes.
then we were just back and forth about Kay Ballard, and out of nowhere you said this is not. A
But
sex
do
thing.
you know how many situations I found myself in where people have like pretended to be interested in talking about Kay Ballard? And I'm like, this is great. And then it's like they make a move and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I would
You
like to
guys
know
live
how
in a
many.
different world.
How
than
many
we do.
times does Kay Ballard? Yeah, I know.
A lot.
Okay.
And then it sucks because then I have no one to talk about Kay with.
Wait, what does a making a move consist of?
Yeah. Oh,
that's
thank you.
how dumb. I
Good
am.
question.
This is how
just
naive. I
getting
am.
getting closer on the couch.
Really?
Maybe we're watching The
Really?
Mothers-in-Law, and then they get closer to me. You know,
And
move
what
right here. It's
percentage?
classic.
I mean, this is my Arthur Shorr. My father is always like, "What percentage of questions? What percentage of wrestlers sleep with their fans?"
I don't know the
Is it-
sexual history of it. It's not fair to say she was a fan. She's like more than a
friend.
fan, and that she's social.
A
She
fan
does
friend.
work
She's a-
for stuff.
oh.
Yeah,
A friend who likes your work.
she's not
was
like
a
a totally
friend.
random fan.
Yeah.
No,
But she was in the world. She's in and knows of the world.
yes, and I would not be comfortable sleeping with someone who's a fan of my work.
Right, but wrestlers have. It's-
Yeah,
it's safe
yeah,
to
sure,
say.
yeah. The same way a folk musician would.
Right. Just like a folk musician would. Like Joan Baez and all her fans.
Yeah,
But we're on the same page that she died a little bit when he said that, right?
I
Because either she did want to have sex with you and then was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Or she 1,000%
so hard to know.
didn't. Sorry,
Yeah.
no offense.
No.
Or she didn't, in which case it's like, why is he assuming that I would? This is.
Right.
right.
But also, why doesn't he want to? Even
That's what I'm
even if
saying.
she doesn't
if
want it,
someone
yeah.
announced to
You're
me,
immediately saying,
Yes.
I'm not attracted to
This
you.
is
I
no.
feel
This
like
is
you
why
should-
I
okay.
think my statement was good. Is because it was so neutral.
Well,
Were you
I didn't insult the person.
right?
I didn't say I don't want to have sex with you.
it was kind of a
I
loaded
said, this
question.
isn't a sex
Yeah.
thing, right?
You gave her the answer.
I didn't say that, but I didn't.
But would you have if you could
No,
Would he
no.
have what if he could?
have sex with her?
Oh.
No.
No, I
No.
know. I know the answer is no. I just she probably it's hard to know her motives.
I remember I was going so I worked at the OC Weekly, and there was some party at an art gallery. These are extraneous details. And I was going with my friend.
Not to me.
With my friend. Okay.
What kind of art?
Orange County
What was the
art, so
medium?
not that good. I don't. I think
Sculpture?
There was
Print?
giant sculptures.
Yeah.
There
Wow.
were some
Nice.
paintings.
It's cool.
Yeah. So I invited my friend. There's this guy who I'd been hanging out with for a while. He was very cute. I don't know what my feelings were. I probably liked him a little, but like it wasn't like a hardcore crush or anything. But he came to pick me up, and we were off to the party. And I remember he said to my roommate, "It's not like it's a date or anything." And inside, I was like, "Yeah, no, 1,000% doesn't look like it's a date or anything."
Right.
I'm just saying that could have been her.
Yeah, but isn't that good that he said that? But he should have said it to you.
I don't know if he should have said it to me, actually,
But
because
you were not on the same page. And then you would have been,
But that-
in your mind, you would have been led on because he would have been just normally social and you would have thought they were clues towards something.
trying to put myself back in the
Okay,
headspace that I was then.
what's worse than this? All right, so when I was like 23, maybe 22, I ran into this girl that I went to high school with, and she had gotten pretty. I mean, she was prettier than I remembered. She was always a friend, but never attracted to
So it
her.
makes it so much better.
And I remember like running into
But
her. I was
also
like,
the way you lifted your hands up, did she get
She
big
got
boobs? It feels like she got like something to hold in your hands.
no, they were normal size,
You could hold those in
this
your hands.
big, like a yoga ball.
Oh my God.
Anyways, I thought, I'm an adult here. Maybe I should ask her out. We went out to dinner, and it just felt weird because I always had looked at her as like a friend or like a sister type, somebody I never saw as a sexual.
Even though she had
Figure.
these?
Even though she had these.
You had always seen her as less pretty than she was.
Yeah, and less of a person than
Correct.
me. Yeah.
Yes.
But we went out to dinner, and it was, I don't know, I went back to my house. There's a party going on. I lived with brothers at the time. And I remember it got to that point where, like, are we going to do it? And I was just so standoffish. I threw all the signals that this is not a date. And I felt so bad for her that also I was drinking, and she spent the night. We spent the night in the same bed, but fully clothed.
Sure. Like my dream.
You like your dream, yeah.
I was wearing sneakers.
Why didn't
And then I never spoke to her
It was
again.
part of the
Why
dream.
did you drop into that "please don't touch me" stance?
I have a
Good
real fear
question.
of, like, before I was married, when I was dating people, I didn't like sleep with people quickly because I had this fear that it always leads to a relationship. And I'm like, if I do anything with this person, it's going to link us together more than I want. And the acquaintance relationship was enough. I didn't need.
I had a series of what I now term, and I'm sure there's some name for them, but I always would call them like relatio friendships, where they're like something in between. Like there's a lot of emotional intimacy. It's like a surrogate partner, but we're not actually hooking up. And I remember with one of them, who Mark Briscoe reminds me so much of, which is so weird. He had all his teeth though at that point.
You dated a chicken farmer with no teeth.
It's a whole separate thing. But anyway, we ended up hooking up eventually, and there was no chemistry. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, sometimes, I don't know, you like getting laid, right? But I don't regret not going further in this one. I feel like it would be real regretful.
When you say you felt bad for her, was she like, "Okay, fine, I'll just leave here in my clothes"?
No, it was weird. She was distraught. I don't remember.
I don't. No, it's fine. I'm pretty now. No one cares.
No, it was not a sex thing for me either.
No, it was totally fine. This isn't a sex thing.
Yeah, I roll over. Hey, just so you know, we're not going to have sex. And she said, I knew. Yeah.
Oh God,
This is
she
just a
did it.
sleeping-
No, that didn't even happen. I remember being very weird and awkward. And
So
just
it's-
like I did the
but if
pencil,
you
I slept
had-
like a pencil next to her where you couldn't touch me.
But you want to know something?
But why did?
Yeah.
Was she at your place or were you at her place?
My place.
Oh, so you would have liked her to leave, like you wanted me to leave backstage.
But I drove and I had been drinking and it was the days before Uber.
No, you said you were at your place though.
Yeah.
She had been drinking too.
He was not going
It
to
was
drive her
she
home.
didn't have a car. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I missed
Yeah.
She
Which like
wasn't even
feels
pretty
like
enough to have her own car. I'm sorry.
I understand.
If she was just a little prettier, she could have driven herself home drunk.
I would have got a DUI
yeah, and
to
you
bring her
do
home
not
and
want
not sleep with her.
that. Right, not worth it. It's so much different though if it's a woman who doesn't want to sleep with a man who's really horny, and the woman is typically like, "Oh, let's just get this over with." I know that sounds dark and scary, but I think it's good that you had your boundaries, and I think more women could do. We don't have to acquiesce if we don't want to. If we just want to stay friends, that's okay. What is wrong with you?
I want to go back to like, let's just get this over. You just give in?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, like,
Wait, can we stop for 1 second? I went deep into my own memory of a psychic
Oh,
wound
good.
that
Yeah.
I'm debating whether to share on the show or not.
Sure.
So I missed part of what you said. Can you just go back so that catch me up?
She literally like fled to another planet.
I'm sorry.
I called up
wasn't
my own
listening to
asshole.
you.
This is like when you developed a new personality to like numb yourself from hearing what I'm saying.
I disassociated.
Yes, you disassociated. I think that sometimes not get it over with, but I think women are generally more worried about men's feelings. And let's just say this is a male female thing. And so women in general, no, that's not fair to generalize, but I think perhaps in the past, before there was more sexual awareness around consent and everything, women would just be like, "Oh God, I don't want him to be mad at me. I don't want it to be weird.
He
just
bought
have
me
sex.
dinner.
He bought me dinner. Whatever. We have whatever." So I think it's good for everybody to have boundaries. But I think either way, the woman in either scenario, no matter how it's flipped, winds up feeling horrible.
So you're saying even though we didn't have sex,
Gets it, whether she has sex or she's rejected, either way she feels bad. It's a bum deal for women.
but she did get Cracker Barrel
Here,
that night.
here.
Took her to Cracker
Take
Barrel.
it all back.
She went home with the best of Tim Conway, dude.
By the way, I just want to say one thing about that,
Yes.
which is if you remember the episode I was on with RJ, we talked a lot about Tim Conway, and he did Dorf on Golf, where he stood on his
Yes.
knees, and the little person community was upset with people in the room were worried that I was offending little people. Fred Armisen in History of the World on Hulu Part 2 is on his knees playing like a Moroccan vendor.
Yeah.
And it's really funny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's really funny.
Comedy
and
is
it's Fred Armisen.
dangerous again. You know?
We shouldn't be afraid to play different heights. And
You're
TVs
right.
and
But you're right.
we've been doing it for years. And
Right.
Tom Cruise,
Ugh.
what is he, 7 foot?
Yes.
8 foot?
Today he is.
Yeah, and nobody's getting mad at him for making fun of tall people.
No.
No, go ahead. Can we go back to sex for just a minute?
Please.
Let's go back to urine.
Oh, I'm always ready.
Or is that where this is
It's all
going?
No, it's not. It's not actually. And this is not the psychic wound. That's a whole separate other thing that maybe that's a
We'll
Patreon.
do a Patreon.
Yes.
About our psychic
Okay.
wounds. Yeah.
Because I was thinking about what you were saying about women, before the time, the dawning of consent or whatever, feel like I should just do it because I don't want to be mad or whatever. And I've learned this about myself, cannot have sex if I don't feel like having sex.
Same.
But
Exact
don't you?
same.
Okay, but do you, like me, feel like we're in the minority or like in a lady's toolbox? You should be able to just,
I do have a
get in
friend
the
that's
mood
just-
during the act or something.
I
which,
do
like,
have a
no.
friend that's like, you have a job and you got to do it once or twice a week.
I have a friend.
Yeah, and I love that friend.
What
but
if we have the same friend? I don't think we do
It's
that.
not.
Yeah, I have a friend who talked about like not wanting to during pregnancy, but
Yeah.
like you got to. I'm like, you don't got to.
No. Yeah. No, you don't have to do any of that if you don't want to.
We don't have to do any
Women's
of that.
toolboxes, you don't get to know about it.
I will say,
Yeah.
the blunt communication
Is that what you
to
call
me,
the toolbox?
Yeah.
I find very helpful because I do not want to wonder if there was
Yes.
an acquiesce.
Right. Right.
That would make me feel I would so rather hear a clear no.
Correct.
And I'm like, I'm totally fine.
But there was a time when women did not have that language, unfortunately. And it
Yes.
was just like, I just really want him to like me.
Yes.
And
It's so dumb.
there are, like, you can find books written by religious dudes and
A
probably
lot of
religious.
them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And sometimes they're in hotels. Saying that a wife's job involves
Yes.
keeping her man,
Yes.
you know.
Sexually active.
Yeah.
That, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So wait, can you
What-
guys have sex if you're not in the mood?
Well, some body parts need to be activated, I suppose.
Right.
But when am I not in the mood?
I guess
you
that's
know?
kind of the question.
That's the difference.
I
Yes.
could have sex.
You can.
No, I can't have sex if there's not participation. If somebody just said, "Let's get this over with,"
I would. The person who would say that would not say it out loud.
No.
Well, I
They're
mean, with their
faking it.
emotions, their
Right,
like with
right,
their
their
body
body
language.
language.
Like if they're
it's-
crying.
Yeah.
No, no.
Like I don't
God
get
forbid.
like a living sex doll. That would be
Right.
awful. It's just only one part of the party is enjoying it. So like, how do you continue going? And
I mean,
Some people are okay with that.
yeah. Have you seen any Netflix shows about guys who how do they keep doing it with?
I've seen Mad Men. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great. I was just thinking of that scene in Mad Men when Christina Hendricks is on the floor and like the guy she's I think dating is like fully
Married.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like her husband. Or
It was like her
something.
husband.
Yeah.
It was marital rape. That's the kind of thing we love to talk about on this show.
Marital.
That actor had been on All My Children. That's what I
Yeah.
remember from that.
And
He was a bad
I
guy.
once ran into Susan Lucci at CVS.
Wow.
Did you say anything to her?
So
Did you not
my
want her to get
grandmother,
swarmed?
they live in the same neighborhood on Long Island. And we were in CVS and I was with my cousin and it was when I was in a PWI magazine, Pro Wrestling Illustrated. And my cousin was very proud of me.
Aw.
And we were behind this woman and he's like, "That's amazing. Maybe one day you'll be on the cover." And she turned around like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And then she had a problem with her CVS card.
Oh, no.
Because it was LA based and it wasn't picking up in New York. And this is, of course, when All My Children moved to LA. And she was explaining that to the person.
I didn't even know All My Children. moved
Oh,
to LA.
yeah. It
Yeah.
was like the last
Really?
leg. of
Pick
it.
up a paper.
Whoa.
Particularly Soap Opera Digest.
I just want to say I used to wait on all those people in New York when they shot at 67 and Columbia, or they shot out by the river. But
Who was nice, who wasn't.
I don't remember. It was just all My Children people. I never watched the show, but Susan Lucci ate there a lot. She was very nice.
Do you guys think
Wonderful.
I have what it takes to be a soap star?
Yes. What soaps are there now? I guess there's Y&R.
Y&R.
Young and the Restless.
Guiding Light, is that still
Days
on?
of Our Lives, probably.
Remember Santa Barbara?
I'm looking to transition. I think I could do it.
I think there's a wrestling to soap opera pipeline.
Yeah. Let's start it.
I'm
Let's open
actually
that for
serious. I think there could be.
What?
RJ disagrees.
No.
Wrestlers,
It's the
my
same
friend,
thing, right? They just got to do it live and get it over with real quick.
Right.
Pump them out. Shows
for
5 days a week.
WrestleMania, I believe a lot of wrestlers were just on Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Classic soap opera.
I forgot the common denominator. I
That
lost
was like,
the thread.
that was a whole co-branded promotional thing. They didn't earn it like we did by being on Celebrity Family.
Yeah, they didn't
That's oh, I
befriend.
forgot.
Oh
this,
my
yeah.
god!
An
Celebrity
Arquette.
Family Feud. That's a big deal, you guys.
Thank you. We made,
Congrats.
And they won.
We won. We're stars.
Did you get paychecks and stuff?
We got paid.
But
we
a flat
not the.
fee because it was for charity.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So the money we won went to charity.
I'll say the real prize is that Drew Carey and the other team didn't get to say a damn word.
Oh,
Yeah, we blocked him out. We played very well, but they also blew every chance.
Every
they had.
chance, yeah. They were embarrassing.
They were David Arquette's
Embarrassing.
family.
oh,
Yeah.
No, we were
David
David
Arquette's
Arquette's
family.
Yeah,
got
yeah.
it.
And as Dalton can attest, I whipped David into shape for the fest.
And there were no other Arquettes, just you guys.
Yeah.
If you go on YouTube, RJ's Fast Money is like record breaking.
I
It's
put up
crazy
numbers.
how big.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
RJ's Fast Money. I'm writing
Do
it.
it.
down.
David
Do
Arquette
it.
and RJ City Fast Money. That'll
Okay.
bring it up.
But RJ, you had a funny line on Dalton's vlog about the whole thing, which is that you're.
The Planet Peacock she's talking about.
Yeah,
love
yeah.
a
What was
vlog.
the line?
It was that you guys are portraying David's family because he's feuding with his actual family.
Yeah.
Not a funny line. It was just a
Seemed
fact.
to be the truth.
It was said
he
in a
wasn't
pithy
feuding
way.
with them, but
I think you said he was feuding with them.
yeah, but logistically, I think he was like, "This is not." No, he wanted to give the spotlight to what he considers his wrestling family.
Yeah, he was
Just
throwing us a
sort
bone.
of-
He was doing a
Just-
nice thing for us.
Plant a
Nice.
flag in this moment and say, I said, you said a funny line. I said your line to you. And then
I don't know
you
if you said the exact line.
You said to me, he wasn't feuding with his family,
Yeah.
you dumb fuck. But I swear to God, that's what you had said.
Yeah.
But it didn't land very
He
well. So I didn't
doesn't
want to
like-
take ownership.
Oh, I see.
It
that,
seems
that
like
tracks.
RJ doesn't like when his words are repeated back to him in any way.
I guess
It's
so.
like- so you say to me, like, imagine I'm the woman from the other night. Say to
Okay,
me,
good.
this is
Yeah, we'll
we're
reenact
talking,
it.
talking.
Yes.
You say that you be the first to say, "Is this a sex?
Yeah, I'm sorry. By the way, is this a sex thing?
Is this a sex thing?"
Wait.
That's what I would do.
But that's not how you.
Throw it right
That's
back
good
in your
defense,
face.
yeah.
That's not how you said it, according to you.
No. Oh, this isn't a sex thing, right?
Yes,
That's
it's-
how I said it.
Okay, take it again.
But
Yeah.
what
From
if
the
she?
top.
Okay, now this time I'm going to change the answer.
Okay.
Okay.
No wonder you get along.
Okay, wait a minute. This isn't a sex thing, right?
No, not at all. It's not a sex thing. It's an intercourse thing, but it's not a sex thing. I'm just saying there was no way for her to answer you honestly without breaking down into tears.
Okay, but it
What if
wasn't
she said,
a sex thing? So what do you want me to do?
Nothing.
What else was I going to do?
Well, I think what we're honing in on is the making it a question.
"Is this going
Yeah.
well?"
Is no, it's actually not. It is. Like, would it have been better if he? Can we workshop this for you?
Yes.
Would it have been better if he had said something like, "Just so you know, to me, this could not be a sex."
Here's why I wouldn't say that, because it supposes that she wanted it to be and she would be making it a sex thing. I wanted to
I
throw it
see.
out when everything was still in the conversational. You know what I mean?
Right.
Before it got any deeper.
Well, you didn't even really give her a chance to answer. You told her this is not going to be a sex thing by saying, "This isn't a sex thing, is it?" If you would have said, "Is this a sex thing?"
It's on behalf of all women. It's like painful
I
to hear
know.
each time. Each time you guys come up with a new way of saying it.
I mean, Allison, let me ask you, is this podcast a sex thing?
She gapped beat us into
No.
her house. She built this whole pod.
I
for
did.
us.
I know you love Burbank.
This is like Paul Newman's Fuck Hut.
Oh yes. Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward. They had the marital.
They
rules
did.
of a couple
Oh,
times a
that
week,
sounds
if not
so-
a couple times a day.
Using salad dressing as
exhausting.
lube.
Yes, they had to. That's all they had.
That's all they
And
had.
that
that
is
with the one?
astringent.
The salsa? The really racist salsa face he
I
has?
don't remember that.
Oh.
Salsa?
Yeah.
Is it like
And
how
he has
Trader
a-
Joe's has their racist lines that they no longer have,
well,
like Trader
it's
Giacomo's?
just the usual Newman's Own face. And
Trader
he's got a
Joe's.
sombrero and
Yeah.
mustache. And you're like, hey, Paul.
Hey.
Yeah.
They don't do like
They didn't
Trader
know.
Pablo's anymore. They
I don't
or,
know Trader Jose's.
Jose.
Trader Giotto's when you buy the
Oh
Italian
yeah,
stuff.
I had said Trader Giacomo's, but it was Giotto's. I don't know. I don't think they do it anymore.
Giotto,
Yeah.
Gio.
I'm sorry. What race are you making fun of?
This is not a Giotto
Italians,
thing,
only
right?
Italians. Yeah. I love Italians. They're the best.
Well, then that makes it okay.
Let's go to the bada bing.
Everyone, just be quiet and just let her keep going.
I do hear they do it better.
Really?
I don't know. That was
I think they do it.
it's
in
like
the
a
dark.
T-shirt when I was
I
growing
like
up.
I like Italians better.
I
like
tell
that.
you.
But didn't you say that your actual
I had an Italian grandmother. There was
Italian-
vinyl on all the furniture.
Yeah.
family said Italian?
Yeah, my grandfather.
My mom says Italian.
Really?
Is your mom Italian?
No.
Well, that's where.
It comes from. No Italian
The
says
first time
Italian.
I ever heard Italian was at, and I recently told Daniel this, and he's like, "Wait, how did I not know that you went?" I went with my family to a dude ranch in Arizona.
Oh.
I got thrown from a horse and I cracked a few ribs, and it was not the best vacation, but it was fun until that happened. There were
Right.
2 basset hounds, Buford and Beauregard, and I remember this well. And in the dining room, that is the first time I ever heard someone say Italian as Italian
Italian.
in Wickenburg, Arizona. But you're saying your actual Italian grandfather also said
Yeah,
it.
he's not good with words.
Oh,
You know what I'm hearing when you guys say Italian? I just hear I, Tanya, the movie with the
Oh, yes.
Margot Robbie
Yeah.
and
where
Paul
they're CGIing her.
Walter Hauser.
It's a good movie.
Walter House.
Walter Hauser.
Who recently appeared on AEW.
Yeah,
The night that Allison was there.
That's the guy from Cobra Kai?
Yeah.
yeah, the Stingray guy. I like
we
him.
go.
It's fun. Let me talk about my Italian grandmother, and
Please.
maybe you can tell me how I should feel about this.
Did she tell you it
gone.
wasn't a sex thing?
Yeah, all the time, and no matter how much I begged, she was kind of. We have like Alzheimer's and dementia in our family, and it was at that stage where she was unruly at family dinners, and I remember her getting mad at my uncle at the dinner table and threatening to write letters to Mussolini about him. And
Like her-
that wasn't something we grew up with, where she was a big Mussolini fan.
Right.
But at the drop of a hat at dinner, she was ready to call in a favor to off her son. So she's gone now.
Wow. Just a casual
It
Mussolini
is
reference is tough.
Interesting.
Is it something that was buried in deep inside her and came out?
I
Or
don't
did
think-
she just become a new age fan?
I have a lot of advanced degrees in brain stuff. That's what we call it.
Oh.
And here's my
Take a
feeling.
master class on brain
I
stuff?
took a master class on brain stuff, and it was taught by the guy who invented the brain. So, okay.
Paul Brain.
Paul D. Brain. Oh, yes. DG.
G.
Paul
G.
DG Brain. He is a legend. A giant among men. But anyway, I think when the brain starts going, it like follows a pretty
Yeah, is yours going to at some point?
probably. I think it follows a fairly typical, like in the same way that like people who are schizophrenic have delusions of paranoia and grandeur, and it's like the kind of stuff that schizophrenics say is all kind of similar. There's like a similarity to it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if like dementia is kind of the same, and people turn to their dictator.
And related to this topic, when we all get older and our brains start going, what dictator do you think you're going to be a big fan of?
It feels hack to
Yeah.
go Hitler.
Yeah, I know.
You know, you got to do something like.
I'm firmly on like a Pol Pot.
Okay, yeah. Or what about like
I'm gonna
Genghis
go.
Khan?
I'm gonna go all in on Trump. I think when I get older.
yeah.
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 And I'm like,
You don't think that'll be hack by then?
Yeah. It might be.
I think it'll be new fashion. I think it'll circle back.
Oh, right. Like how thin eyebrows are coming back.
Right.
They are? Are they?
Yes, they're
Look
back.
at my eyebrows.
They're
I
here.
overdid them today.
Did you? Okay.
I did. By mistake.
But at least you haven't microbladed like
No.
giant eyebrows on your face, and
No.
now you're stuck with them.
No. Do they look too big?
No, they look
No,
not. They don't
no.
even look. I wouldn't even
Thank
call. I wouldn't even
you.
call those big.
Thanks. I go to this place
feel
where you
very-
pay them $500 to pluck two things out of your
Oh,
eyebrows.
yes, the Stryker sisters,
Yeah,
right?
and then they,
These
like-
girls invented eyebrows.
Yeah, they invented the eyebrow.
It's Carrie and Sherry Stryker. What are their names?
Christy. No, I don't know. Ashley, Jen, and Christy Stryker.
Oh, there's. What's
There's
the
three.
third one do? One does hair. One does brows,
And
what's
one
the-
does makeup.
And
If you've
Uh-oh.
ever liked what Mandy Moore looks like on a red carpet, that wasn't me who made the sound.
no, I know
Oh,
it was.
okay.
It was a camera. Okay,
Okay.
I'm looking at the time, and very quickly we need to get to something important. RJ, you've been changing up your hair a lot.
No, that's not what happened. So I've
See?
been changing up my hair a lot.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So we did the pre-show at Ring of Honor.
He just repeats everything to you, like changing up my hair. This isn't a sex thing.
We did.
Let me set the stage,
Okay.
please.
I wish we took that nap. Like we could have. It would have been such a better.
I can go put on the
You'll
sneakers
sleep
that
on
I
the
Our
plane.
time would have been well spent napping than whatever this is.
We should have done it during her intro.
Oh,
Or maybe when Owen was a Tasmanian devil.
I was wearing tennis shoes, and we were all a little bit spread apart. And then you pulled my foot closer, and I was like, "Oh, it's a cozy nap." And then I fell asleep.
Oh, this is in the
dream.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't remember touching anything below your.
No, and I
ankles.
don't even have the kind of sneakers I had in the dream. They were gray.
oh,
Yeah, it was like it was such a comfortable bed. But anyway,
The hair.
The
I had the
hair.
new hair.
thank you.
Yeah.
grow it, show.
For the length of time that I've known RJ, he
Yeah.
wears his hair one way.
Which is what?
It's like a
the way I
half
have
up.
it now.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a half up thing.
Half
Yeah.
up, half down.
And then occasionally on his coffee show,
Like a Targaryen.
people who will pay him money for him to shake out his hair.
How's that for a
Really?
scam, huh?
How much?
$5.
Really?
Reasonable.
And do you do it?
Yeah.
And then he'll say, "You like that? That
Are
worked for
we
you?"
fine? Are we okay? Because perverse.
Yeah.
Sick.
Right. But
It's
maybe
like
that's why
OnlyFans.
everybody wants to have sex with you that you meet is because they
That's
see
why
you
I
shake out your
asked.
hair.
That's why I ask if it's a sex thing.
Okay.
Okay.
But
'Cause
if
he
she
wants
said
the
yes,
charge.
then
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
And I said, well, do I have bad news for you?
Oh, I see. Yeah, you're drawing it out. Hey, do you like me like that?
No, I said this is not a sex. That's like saying you don't
But
like
you
me
said
like
right.
that, right?
Oh my God. I just wilted inside on behalf of any woman who ever has to hear someone say that to them. Not that saying it some other way is going to feel good. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Anyway, one hairdo
Yeah.
with the alternate to make money.
Great.
And then all of a sudden, it's in a pony. No, wait, you know what? I got to back up.
Oh, God.
For years, I think this is not when I knew him. It's when he was shiny. You were on that show, right?
Uh-huh.
When he was the shiny wrestler.
Yeah. Oh,
It
yeah,
was
that
like there
funny.
was an undercut and then there was like a high ponytail
Yeah,
right
yeah,
here.
yeah.
What's the shiny wrestler?
Oh my God. Have
When
you
I
not
was
seen him?
oiled, when I would wrestle and oil myself.
Your name was like the whole character was you were shiny?
Yeah.
You were
No,
doing a shiny
he
line?
was-
Sheen.
He was RJ City, but the main thing the audience took from it is, my God, that guy's shiny.
That's
She
what they
was-
were
she was
chanting
just
as you?
impressed with
Shiny?
the
I
oiliness,
wanted to
she's
know.
not
Or were you
impressed
just
with
well?
it.
Hold on. I need to talk to a wrestler for a second. Were you just normal oiled? And,
Yes,
and she just
has a small reference window of oil.
Okay.
Yeah.
because shiny wrestler is a great character, and I want to be shiny wrestler right now.
So
Do it.
on an episode, yeah,
just
take it.
covered in body glitter.
Take it. On an episode that you were not on, but Robin was, I wanted to know. I don't know who the winner is in that scenario.
Yeah, clearly me.
I wanted to know, how do you wrestlers become so shiny? And then we went around guessing what emollient they use. And then RJ gave a detailed historical context to oiling, but how now it's just for show. Anyway, back then it was a different hairstyle. But anyway, for a while now, it's just been the one hairstyle.
Yeah.
One and a half. But then all of a sudden, now for the pay-per-view, it's like a low slung ponytail, but with a few tendrils
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
So you need to explain that one.
What about yesterday?
And then yesterday, it was what he referred to as a high bun, but it wasn't a high bun. It was just like he's making a ponytail on top and it didn't pull it all the way through. So it was like a little, like a swoop.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
You know, that's it.
Yeah.
Swoop.
It's like,
She knows what I mean.
yes.
Yesterday, the hair and makeup people at Ring of Honor were bored. They didn't have a lot of people to do. Normally, they don't do me. I don't even want to bother them because they have a lot of stuff to do. But they were very bored and like, oh, we'll do you. And then
You're
it was
lucky you
very
didn't end up
like,
with a
let's
French
do this.
braid.
And I was like, sure. And then they pulled it up where you feel like I felt like a girl doing gymnastics, you know,
Yes.
that kind of thing where your eyes go up. And
Oh,
I
right.
didn't-
Like the J-Lo facelift.
Yes. And they didn't. They did it. And I'm not gonna say, but I said let's try it for today, and I didn't like it. You will not be seeing that one again.
Okay, but explain the other one.
The other one was I was doing the pay-per-view pre-show, and I thought let's do something different.
Okay.
So I clipped it up.
Oh, it was like, oh my God, that was the clip?
Aha.
The clip that has been discussed?
Yeah, I
Oh, I
clipped
had
it up.
no idea. How'd you feel?
I need to work on it. I need to not be so self-aware. I feel like if you look at my eyes, like you would know that I'm thinking about the clip.
Got it.
You know,
And I am.
yeah.
I was too. Wait a minute. Did you do like a French twist in a clip? How was
Yeah.
it? Oh
yeah.
my God.
You know
this
what I've
is
seen
so
RJ
different
do
than
a
I thought.
lot is a little headband.
I've
Yes.
seen this
With a little
too.
headband
Yeah.
Yes. So these are now what 4 different ways I wear
I guess
my hair?
I owe you an apology.
Yeah, you did.
I'm
Maybe
sorry.
pay a little more attention to him next time before you start jumping down his throat about his head style.
I'm so sorry. I feel I'm in the wrong.
No, I think we can get through this.
Yeah, we can move past
You
it.
know, also, I just want to say, call Mark Blutman
Oh,
right now.
I'll call Mark.
He'll
Not really.
answer.
But
Okay.
tell Mark Blutman you want to work on an animated show with him, and it's called Shiny Wrestler. And I think you could sell it. And you don't even have to give me credit. Just let me do a voice on Shiny. Let me be the Shiny wrestler's friend that he doesn't want to have sex with.
Ooh, and I'll be the friend that you're telling this to and saying, what do you think that means? And then I'll be like, he likes you so much, he's afraid of it.
Right. He doesn't like commitment.
He's intimidated, Robin.
All right.
But Shiny wrestler, Mark Blotman, do it.
My brother used to pitch this idea to me like for years. He had this genius idea. He goes, this would be a funny movie or maybe a skit. Harry Swimmer. That's what he would say to me. I go, well, I don't get it. He goes, he's like a really good Olympic style swimmer. He's really good, but he's covered in hair because they would just shave him. And I still do not understand how you get a story out of it, but I'm bringing it to this table because I feel like
I like it.
She has her little notepad, right?
Yeah,
good.
write it down.
The ideas,
Oh no, she didn't. It didn't even rate an actual
totally
spillage
writing
of
it down.
ink. Here, I'm gonna type about it.
you're being as dismissive to me as I have been to him.
No, but you'd be so surprised how many people, like, I'll be like, my agent will call and be like, so-and-so wants to have a meeting. And then you're like, oh my God, I have a meeting with so-and-so. And then you get on the Zoom, presumably, and they're like, Harry Swimmer. And you're like, so what I'm saying
Because
is,
in their head, it's a
is
brilliant
it
idea.
your dad?
My brother.
Your brother is not far off of like 80% of the people that I meet with.
I'll send him your way.
Can I tell you, my agent wanted to set up a meeting with me, my friend who I was producing we were developing something with, and another one of his clients, Roseanne Barr.
Oh.
So we went out to, this was years ago.
Started one way with that.
Yeah.
And then I remembered.
Oh, I remembered what she's like lately?
Yeah.
We went out to not Inglewood, because that's where the forum is. It was somewhere
SoFi.
near the beach.
Yeah.
That nothing is.
Okay.
Went out there, and she had like a big, like a storefront, but it had like a big studio for YouTube stuff in the back. Anyway, we had a meeting. Mostly we just shared notes on men in the industry to stay away from, which was like an entertaining conversation, but nothing like
It's pretty useful stuff.
what came out of that was she was going to come on my podcast, and I was supposed to do some like YouTube stuff with her.
Yeah.
I feel like this was before the most recent every scandal and everything. And then nothing happened.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
that was my
okay,
that's
right.
Yes, I would have liked to have her on the show. That's my Harry Swimmer.
Every time you guys say Harry Swimmer, I think you're gonna say Harry
C word?
Styles.
Oh.
But you don't.
Not that hairy, that guy, huh? Pretty smooth.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Dalton, do you shave your entire body like RJ?
I'm kind of naturally hairless on all the important parts, like between the knees up to the genital
Between your
region.
knees. Okay.
It's very bald on the thighs there, so don't need to shave those. And the boots cover the calves, and the knee pads cover that area, so it's not that bad. The chest, sporadic hairs, more like spider legs hanging out. But I'll trim that up.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It wasn't an actual spider. It was just the legs.
Right.
Do spiders make you barf?
They don't make me barf. They make me just run away.
Oh, okay.
Eek. But yeah,
I'm sorry. This is not a spider thing, right?
Not even. No. Spider thing, no.
Dalton, he wants it to be a spider thing, okay, but he's afraid to say it. See? That's my audition for that friend.
See,
I thought he was
part booked.
No, he doesn't. Go ahead. So you have spider legs on your chest.
Right. When are we? Why didn't we do a nap? This is awful.
No, this is good. Okay. And my last question is, it's also about body hair. Now we know from the Patreon episode that you do shave your entire body.
Yes.
Ideally with a woman's razor sometimes.
Yeah, it's so much better.
Right.
Really?
You got the
men's
moisturizing
razor-
strip.
The men's razor is better for your face.
Oh.
But if you didn't, are you hairy naturally?
Yeah. Not obscenely, but hairy enough that you would notice a difference.
No, I'm not asking is it unnecessary. I'm asking like what level of hairy? Like are you naturally a hairy
really,
person?
it's been so long that I
yeah.
can't say.
You don't know for sure.
Yeah.
It's like me with how curly is my hair naturally. I haven't seen it in years.
Yeah, I've tried it on this show for me. It hasn't gone well. But have you do you do all your shaving yourself or do you have to hire a professional shaver?
To get the back.
No, my back is not hairy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well,
My
you lucked
arms
out
are not
there.
terribly hairy. Yeah, that's nothing in hard to reach places.
I don't know. I don't know if you need a razor valet to come in and shave you.
Nor am I comfortable letting other people do stuff like that.
Got it.
Or tweezing. You know, if
Don't
anyone
go
tweezes, it's something about like another person doing it and I'm not in control of the pain.
Interesting.
Oh,
Have you ever had somebody try to
very
remove
appealing.
a sliver from like your foot or something with tweezers?
Yeah. That's tough.
You need that control. Or you need
Yes.
a brace when they're going to dig in.
Yeah.
Because of IVF, I'm so used to giving myself injections that if I ever have to get a shot, which is, whenever you get a shot, I always wish I could just do it myself.
I've never
Have you
had that
asked?
thought.
Have you ever asked?
I've never asked.
I wonder if they
Maybe
would let you.
I know.
No.
I
Just
feel like
gonna
they
monitor?
wouldn't. I feel like they would not.
Yeah, they would just feel bad about not having a purpose, maybe.
Yes. And are you using like a shaving cream?
Yeah.
Yes, or sometimes conditioner.
Conditioner.
I have been reading in women's and teen girl magazines from
Really?
the time I was yay high. In a pinch, use conditioner. I feel like
Never
shampoo.
heard that.
For me, it does not work. I feel like shampoo I'll use in a pinch. It's like soap, shampoo. I feel like with conditioner, the razor just like you do not get a close shave.
No, not terribly close. Not the way I wouldn't put conditioner on my face.
But still,
It's not
But still.
ideal. It's not my first choice.
I'm just saying shampoo next time.
Where are you putting conditioner?
On my legs?
Okay.
Gives them a nice.
I just want to know where I can use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious about this. And it feels wrong.
It does.
It's
You
against
feel
the
like you're-
rules.
Yeah, and it feels like you're wasting conditioner.
I feel like I'm going to get like a rash or something, an outbreak, even though
You
it's...
very well might. It's gonna clog the follicles.
Should be...
This one was in your notes?
Yeah.
It was.
I'll tell you what's in the notes. Streamers, which we didn't get to.
We talked about
Hair,
urine already.
which we did. Backstage, which we did. Cheap meals, which we didn't, and leather pants, which we didn't get to.
Do you
Unfortunately.
own leather pants?
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
I wear them.
I'm so jealous.
I wear them in the Bryan Danielson episode.
Oh, I can't wait to watch that.
Yeah, it's great.
See your
So,
fans.
if you've ever seen my episode with Soraya,
Yes,
the British dynamo,
I did see that one.
she said I wear the same outfit every episode, and I got really insecure. And then she convinced me to get leather pants, and
I thought
similar to
Renee-
clipping my hair.
I thought it was Renee who convinced you to get leather pants.
they're friends. They teamed up.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's not my
What
best.
was the pitch for the leather pants?
Look at these. They all wear leather pants sometimes.
Look at these like they're pointing to their own pants. Like,
Yeah.
look, you too
Yeah, you can
could
look-
have these pants.
Yeah.
Is it to
And
wear
then-
during work or during
On camera.
on camera?
Or during what? What was your other option?
I don't know. Just walking around.
No, this is for work.
This is for work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you imagine the person who wears leather pants at home while watching television?
I don't
oh
know
my
what
god.
RJ is capable of.
No
That's
one
what
does.
No one is.
Just going to Pier 1
yes.
wearing leather pants.
I had
Question.
thought... Oh, go on.
Okay.
Okay.
My husband and Tony both wear pants from the time they get up to the time they go to bed. Well, I don't think they're sleeping in pants. There's no sweatpants. There's no like lounge pants. There's no comfortable pajama pants
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah, this
What
happens
kind-
at my house, too.
You put on your jeans in the morning. You keep them all day.
I'm assuming you're like my wife. Will you be in comfy clothes as long as you can be? And is it weird to you that they put on pants?
Yeah, I need to be comfortable. And the second I get home from anywhere, I'm completely changing.
Yeah, my wife is the same way.
Yeah.
And like, especially when we started all working at home, it was, I would be
just
so
a top.
adamant. I'd be in jeans. And she's like, why are you in jeans? I was like, you have to respect yourself
I love,
to
and it's
feel.
funny that jeans
No,
is a
I'm
sign of
the same
respecting
way. It's
yourself.
a mental thing.
If I'm
He
not
put
wearing
shoes on
clothes,
immediately.
why get off the couch and do anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That
second
makes me
question.
feel-
Why get off the couch and do anything?
But even if I'm working from home, I will get up and change into other comfortable clothes just
Yeah.
to practice the act of,
Yes.
these are my work clothes right now.
Yeah, but
You
they're
know?
comfortable.
Yeah.
Like,
They're generally sweatpants. Like,
Okay,
there's
yes.
like stuff I sleep in or something. Then I'm like, I have to change my shirt.
yes, that is exactly what I do. Like, I don't wear what I slept in all day. I change into other clothes that I
Yes.
wouldn't want to be seen in public in.
Exactly. I change into the clothes I will walk my dog in, which are not the same clothes that I sleep in sometimes.
You know what is the best weather? And this
You
is
do an
why
outfit change for a dog walk?
Sometimes, because I've gotten shit from my neighbors about it.
I hate
like
your
for
neighbors.
real shit.
Elaine Boozler wouldn't give me shit.
No, I love her.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
The best weather, the best
would.
weather is weather where you can just put a big coat
Yeah.
over your pajamas or whatever, no bra,
Yeah.
It offers no bra. It offers bra coverage.
Yeah.
And then you go out versus like,
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely prefer it. Throw a cute coat over
Versus any other outfit ever.
Telepathically.
Yes, we are. That's what happens after a while.
Did you know that there are women
It's an audio medium, though.
who, I did forget, sleep in bras?
There are certain times of the month where I have to
Really?
sleep in a bra, but it's a sleeping bra, guys. It's
I don't
not
even know
a
what that
regular
is.
bra.
That like
Are
those
you-
words are so.
Sleeping
Are you
bra.
sleeping in a bra or are you passing out? And
No, you're changing into
a
your
sleep
sleeping
bra.
It's a
bra.
sleeping bra because it's hideous.
No, it's a sleeping bra because you can roll all around in it,
And it doesn't-
It's crazy at night.
It doesn't have underwire in it, right?
No,
it's more like a
softer
sports bra.
Yeah, there's a certain time of the month for me.
Is
and I
it
don't-
that time of the month?
No, well, it's before that time of the month where where my
Like a
body
sunshine.
seems to
Menzies.
expand in a way. I guess I'm acting it out. Everything seems to expand. And walking to the bathroom in the middle of the night becomes like unwieldy and painful.
Wow.
And you need your sleeping bra.
I turned to you and I said, "Do you know there are women who are like you?" Is essentially what I said because
Yes.
that's what I hear. I've
It's
not.
a newer development for me. It's
I'm
definitely
sorry.
been in my 40s. I know it's tough. I'm in my 40s, late 40s, but things start to happen that you don't expect, and you go online and write in sleeping bra, and like 100 things come up, and you're not alone if you need one.
If I ever sleep in a bra,
Yeah,
stick me in the ground.
I will.
So I don't want to be alive anymore.
I would kill to take a nap in a bra right now.
You wouldn't though. That's what
would
I'm
be
saying.
so-
It would keep you awake with the
you
way
want
it's.
to
I mean, like a
Digging
big
in.
bra.
Oh, like a hammock.
Climb
like
into
a
it.
hammock.
Oh,
yeah.
Like here, Dalton, this cup is for you. Here, RJ, this cup is for you.
I'm thinking, this sounds like your dream.
There's no room for me in that bra.
And this is my dream.
Oh my God, we're
all
all
in
coming
Dalton's
together.
dream.
What is happening?
If I find out this is in my head,
It
I'm
is.
going to be so upset. I will write a letter to Mussolini.
Oh no, it is happening. Listen, guys, I feel like it's that time, even though I know that I had other things to say about the way women's bodies are changing and
it's
also
frightening.
masturbation. That
I think we got to keep going because we haven't yet get to the good part. We have yet to hit our stride.
Do you actually want to talk about a plot that involved masturbation in a Judy Blume book?
I thought Deanie was the one where she starved herself to death.
No. Well, she has scoliosis. I guess
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
going
she has
there. She has
scoliosis.
scoliosis, but she takes baths and she rubs a spot on herself with a washcloth, and it feels really good.
Never
And
even realized it.
Oh yeah, and I did not know what it meant because I was too young.
I was too sexually
I only remember the toothpaste scene in the Beans books. Or was it Ramona the Pest?
Okay,
Ramona
that's
Quimby.
Beverly Cleary.
Oh, maybe I'm
Entirely
confusing
different.
my
For
story.
some reason,
Which one
I-
lived in the boxcar?
Ramona.
I think that's
That's a different author
Beverly
altogether.
Cleary. Oh no, those are So I love Judy Blume, and I like hated Beverly Cleary for some reason. For some reason, looking at the covers of those books would make me feel sick. Maybe
Yeah.
I was sick when I read one or something, and like began
yeah.
to. So I don't know what it was. I could not stand Beverly Cleary.
That's interesting. They were evocative. I like Judy Blume so much more.
yeah.
Yeah. Much
So-
more
so-
low to the ground real.
So you're upset that there was a part where she rubbed the washcloth on her downstairs? the
No, I was just going to bond with Robin over it because she had mentioned it before, and then I feel like it related to something else, but I cannot remember what it related
I
to.
feel like
was
that's pretty.
so in the dark when I read Deanie.
Yeah.
I did not know it was. I would have believed you said that happened in Tiger Eyes, but not Deanie.
There was a book I read from the Young Love series called "If It's Not Funny, Then Why Am I Laughing?" About a girl who was pulled into a closet with Lars, and then she was nervous, so she was always laughing, and she had very curly red hair that she would roll up in a Campbell's soup can to like. I feel like she had like Morgan Murphy hair. But
hair.
anyway, there was a contest in the book to see like who could have sex with the most virgins, but I did not get any of this. And I, in my head, I thought the word was virgin,
Great.
and I also thought it was pussy.
Sure. It still is.
You were just an idiot.
You feel like that's a sign of intelligence?
Yeah, it's like a phonetic thing. It has nothing to do with sexual naivete. It's just a comprehension thing.
You would look at the word virgin and know it's virgin, not virgin. I was
Sure.
9.
Because I had olive oil. It was an Italian family.
Extra virgin olive oil.
Oh! I was thinking of from Popeye, and I
didn't want to.
very confused.
Not a virgin. Sweet pea exists.
I didn't want to give you everything. I thought we could meet in the middle there, and then you took a left, and we ended up on Popeye.
Wow.
How is that
You're
meeting?
lucky if
Oh,
you
I
end up
see.
on
You're
Popeye.
making a concession.
But
like,
you don't see, and I think that's where we're going wrong here.
I'm trying.
You are, and I do commend you for that.
Thank you. No, it's.
I'm writing
Hey,
something down.
Dalton.
Tony.
I'm just an
I
idiot.
want Tony to know something.
Oh, no.
An idiot.
I don't think you're an idiot. RJ does, but he also thinks everybody's an idiot.
Yeah.
I
He
think you're.
thought I was an idiot when I was asking questions.
Oh my God!
Where
God
they were
forbid she
last
asked
night.
questions.
She pulled out a measuring tape.
She wanted to geolocate.
What RJ hates questions because I think it stops him, speed bumps him from what he really wants to do and just say what's in his head. Yeah.
But also,
Like
he's the one who asks. He asks questions on his
He
show.
is the
Yeah.
one
So
who
it's
knocks.
like, exactly.
RJ doesn't usually, it's not really conversations with RJ.
No.
He talks at you, which is wonderful because I love it.
Yeah, I do the heavy lifting.
It takes
Yeah.
the onus off. Yeah.
Right.
He's already prepared this whole conversation at home. He wants to share it with you. And if you put questions in there, it's going to throw him off.
So then is it a drag coming on this show
Yes.
where I sort of host? It is.
Sometimes I think you could, shape the intros a little better or set up the topics, get to it.
Oh
You get
my
to it a
God.
little
Can I
better.
say something?
Yes.
Yes.
I have botched a series of intros that you guys have been on. And then the last time, or the last couple times you were on, I nailed it. Wait a minute. The last time. No, because I'm remembering the time before the last time was the
Oh,
time in person.
God,
and that
yeah.
one didn't go well. But the last time I nailed it and I didn't have to draw attention to it and we got to move on. And where was my fanfare?
No, it's no
You're
fanfare.
here when I mess up.
This is the bare minimum.
Where is
This
still
is not the contest. Who can have the best? It's like, this is your job, and then it's below the par. I'm just asking for par here.
The level of balls, I love it. Number one. But also you should tell people that before we started recording, you said to Allison, I guess I'll just let you do the intros or something like that. You're like, I guess I'll let you start.
I honestly
He
couldn't
said, are you
tell.
going to host this
Are
thing?
you gonna, yeah.
I couldn't tell if he was like fucking with me
I
for
know.
sport or if he was trying to say, could we get on with it?
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do with that. So I just went like,
Froze.
Right.
okay.
I feel like right now, like, I don't know how old you are, RJ. I don't know if you're older or younger
Take
than
a
me,
guess.
but I feel like, I don't know.
Between-
But I feel like Allison
That's
and
an
I
insult.
are like that you're like the older
Yes.
brother and we're like the dumb friends. Like, that's what it feels like when your friend has like an older brother who's just
Yeah.
like, what are you guys doing here?
They do kind of remind me of my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who I napped with all the time.
Yes. How old do I
We
think
had
you
the
are?
best of naps.
I have no idea. It's not something I'm good
No,
at
no,
guessing.
you said
It's-
you think I'm older than you. So
No, I
ballpark
said
it.
I think I'm older than you. So
That's
to
not
call
what she
you
said.
my older brother would be a misnomer because I'm positive I'm older than you.
She's gaslighting you. That's not what she said.
That's not what she said.
I'm
And we
sorry,
have
I
Tony
didn't-
here to play back the tape.
I know. I'm sorry if I said that, but I actually think I am older than you. I promise.
Okay.
I might have phrased it.
You might be
incorrectly.
physically. I mean, RJ has been on this earth for a certain amount of time, but internally, he's an 86-year-old woman.
The first
Yes,
time
that I know.
when Tony went to dinner with him in Las Vegas, he came back and he said, I can't believe how young he is.
Yeah, you're way younger than me.
I just again because of the references and
Yeah.
stuff, and
Yes, it's the
I
references.
I assumed we were similar age.
Yeah.
And
He's
younger than you.
21.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
no,
quite
younger
a bit
than
younger.
Tony.
than-
I could probably be your mother.
I think you're
Is that weird for
10
you?
years younger
It's
than
not a sex.
Maybe. Like, just like maybe.
No,
You know what I
I
mean?
d-
Like almost. But
Yeah.
no. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, you would have to be irresponsible
Yeah.
with that pregnancy when.
But
to
like
be his mother.
biologically,
What's
Yeah, not-
maybe.
not morally.
biologically, it's like probably
I bet it's
in
biologically
certain
possible.
states you would be required to have him as your son.
Yeah.
Certain things had gone differently in high school. You could be my son.
He still can be. We get some legal papers involved.
But it would have been a tragedy. Like, she was on the way and so promising.
And
Look
that's
what
her
happened.
life now.
Right.
Yeah.
She had baby RJ.
Teenage mom song.
I don't
Hey,
know.
Rod Roddy, by the way, did the narrations on Soap. I just figured that out
Who's
last
Rod
week.
Roddy?
The guy who did
Price
Price
is
is
Right.
Right. Come on down.
He
Yeah.
did the narration. The narration on Soap is wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two things.
Yeah.
Tony, I cannot figure out a way to
Host a podcast.
Oh my God. It really is like we're your dumb little sisters. It's great.
Could you please play the drop? That I wish I could think of a thing to say to like trigger the drop, but could you just play it, please?
Oh, what you?
My
asked me about
prize. This is my
earlier?
prize. Wait, hang on. Let me think of something. RJ, play it.
I support showing up late.
Thank you.
Oh.
I heard you say that, and I said, make a drop of that. I'm like,
Yeah, she made me.
we're never not playing that.
Yeah.
And then because he doesn't have my back, he never plays it. So I demanded it get played.
Is that why you were okay with us being tardy today?
No, that's not why. In general, I am just okay with people, living their life and not maybe not being on time.
No, but he's wrong in that support. And anytime
What?
I listen to him and we're late, it's wrong. I wasn't okay with me being late today.
He was very stressed. I was too. I felt disappointed, and I was a little embarrassed that we were late today.
The thing is, it's a Saturday.
What does that mean?
I think if it happened during the week, it'd be different, where there's more like
Tight schedule.
Yeah, exactly. So it totally was fine because we had to set up the cameras and everything like that.
It's just that I've been on the show a few times, and it didn't seem like a very professional setup. So I thought, why show you any respect?
There are people though who do have that attitude about it, who will have their publicist email like the morning of and be like, so sorry, something came up. Can we reschedule? And it's like, well, yes, but I'm totally fucked now.
Right.
Yeah.
That's always surprising to me when people do that.
Yeah.
And then my other thing was on you are a podcast slut lately. I thought we had an exclusive, but you are on every other
An
podcast.
exclusive. I've been on like 12 times already.
I don't know
Right.
what to tell
What is
you.
this?
I
What
don't
is
know.
this?
But how is that not an exclusive?
I'm just saying. Don't you think you've gotten the gist? What am I adding
Oh,
We talked about leather
here? Don't
pants
even
today.
think for the sake of your own show.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be
But-
best to have a Mark Bletman type on.
I told him I would have him on.
And you've had me on 12 times and he's insulted.
Well, he said if you're on 20 times and he doesn't come on, then he's going to be upset. I said we have a ways to go.
Great.
I would say based on how well this is going, why isn't this just the full-time podcast, the four of us?
Yeah.
Just, really
But there's
get
5
into
of us here, so who doesn't get to go?
it. There's 6 of us in here, actually.
Yeah. Okay. You were on Chris Jericho's podcast.
Yes.
And at the end, you made a joke where you said "in like a lamb, out," and also "out like a lamb."
Yeah, because I parodied his ad reads
Yes.
for Omaha Steaks, and mine were Nebraska lamb.
The fact that you came with ads written, so cool.
Yeah, I put in the work.
I know. But anyway, it's just weird because last night or 2 nights ago, I said to Daniel, we were talking about the weather because that's what we talk about. And I said, you know what they say? I'm joking.
Marriage isn't going well.
You've seen our kids. We both are going to fake our own deaths. You know what? I am exaggerating. Our kids are wonderful. They are both very cranky today. So anyway, I said to Daniel, you know what they say? In like a lion, out like a lion. And he had no idea what I was talking about. Does everyone here know?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But
Do
is
you?
it a one specific month?
Yes, it's March comes
We're
in
in
like
it.
a lion, out like a lamb.
We're in it. This is the lamb time.
Why
It's
is
very-
March out like a lamb though?
Spring.
Because it's spring.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
because
around here,
the
it's
lion
lion
it's-
front and back.
there's
Yeah.
storms, it's brutal weather, and then at the end, it's calm and cute.
But not here
not
lately.
this
Yeah.
It's fine. We'll survive.
And after the lamb, we get some showers, which we know what those bring next.
Mayflowers.
And
And then that's
wrestling name.
There's no more terms for the months. Or there's
No.
Wayflower and Madam.
What are
So
cockle
I
shells?
met.
Oh.
I
Heidi?
didn't meet Waylon, but because he's dead. I met
Wait,
the
did you have sex with
guy
him?
that
Oh,
he gave
First?
Madam to.
Oh. Had a long conversation about Madam the other day. Just yesterday.
Wait,
but
who's Madam?
Madam's the puppet.
Oh, I know exactly who Madam is.
Yeah.
But
I've
the
seen
expression
Madam.
should be April showers bring Wayflower and Madam, and not Mayflowers. Sorry. Yes.
You've seen Madam?
Oh no, yeah, the Puppet
Dalton,
Museum in
sorry.
Atlanta.
Oh, that's cool.
The original Madam's in there.
Really?
Yeah, just behind glass. That's a fun thing to talk about on a podcast. I saw a puppet once.
Kind of scared. Well, you've heard the rest of what we talk about.
Yeah, I guess I'm
have no
killing it.
standards.
Well, she was like the original Triumph.
Oh, yeah, kind of. She had like a very twisted face, and I didn't like it.
Madam?
Didn't
She
she?
was old. She was a crone. An old crone. Madam's the best.
Have you been to that Bob Baker Marionette Theater in
When I
Burbank?
was a very little girl, I went. I loved it.
David Arquette.
David Arquette.
But what though?
Loves them. I was going to say. He partners with them, his whole bozo thing.
He has a marionette of himself in his house. It's so creepy.
David,
I love it.
Had a hand in a nightclub called Bootsy Bellows.
Sure.
And
yes.
their thing, and this was his contribution, was that he has marionettes of famous people. And they all hang there.
That's creepy
Yeah.
and cool.
Yeah. Well, as is he.
Yeah.
He's both those things.
Yeah.
Well, listen, guys.
Great ending.
This
I
has
think we got the puppet stuff in.
this has been delightful. Is there anything else that you want to get off your chest? I don't need to go anywhere.
This may
I'm
be the
in.
longest episode
I'm
ever.
in for the whole rest of the day.
Yeah.
But if there's something
Sleepover.
you want to talk about, we can nap later. If there's something you want to talk about.
I don't know. I mean, I've just started having fun on this. It was a real long ride for me to perk up for this whole
Because you
episode.
threw up or because of my general lack of hosting
It might have been. It might have been a combination of all of it. I was having a rough day. I think we just went to an event before here, and there was just a lot of people there. I was overwhelmed, and then the drive here was awful. Motion sickness, and I'll be honest, we weren't doing well as a podcast team.
I think it seems that way. I think it was okay. I think it was okay.
Every time that Dalton and I are on this podcast,
Oh, hang on one second. I don't think I want to hear this. What?
Yeah. Oh, God.
we will finish, and he'll go, "Was that okay?"
Why did we do that?
We always wonder if you like it. Then we go, "We guess it's okay."
I wonder that
That's
too.
what it is.
Sure. I
Yeah,
wonder.
we feel
I
like we
always like
do
it.
a bad
No, you do
job.
always
Oh
like
no!
it.
You
And
guys
then I
are
worry that we're
entertaining.
too mean to you sometimes too. I feel bad about it.
Look at RJ shaking his head like there's no need to worry about that. That's what we're here for.
I said I feel bad about it.
Thank you. You are the nice one.
Not RJ.
Didn't I start to win some of your listeners over?
Yeah, you have one. Okay. This is something, this was going to go on our year-end Patreon episode.
Okay.
However, yes. So RJ did not win anyone over at the beginning. You did, though. They liked you a lot.
Yay.
RJ.
All right.
So, but I enjoyed him. So I kept having him back. And now they are slowly coming around one by one. And after his last in-person podcast marathon, I got so many messages from people being like, why am I starting to get a crush on RJ?
Oh.
And then I was like, okay, well, it's not a sex thing. You know, I did it for you.
Thank
so,
you.
Yeah.
Done.
And I shared a message like that with you without saying who it was.
Yes.
And you were like, okay, I guess they like your lighting better. Like you wouldn't take the compliment.
No, because you sent it and you were like, "How does this make you feel?"
I don't think I said it like
No.
that.
No.
I don't think I went like, how does
Really?
this make you feel?
But was the person who complimented you a famous person? It sounds like they're.
It was Elaine Boozler.
Oh, I would take that with me.
Oh my God. If it was Elaine Boozler,
I'd be hanging my hat.
so jealous.
Yeah.
No, I think I know what I said. I said, do these compliments even move the needle for you? Do these compliments move the needle for you?
He doesn't do well with compliments in it.
Yeah, and then you wanted to know in what way?
Yeah.
What I mean, because you get that kind of feedback all the time. So I'm
Doesn't
saying
move
like,
the needle sound though like make you aroused? Doesn't
Oh,
sound like
no,
that.
not at all.
It was
You
like, what do
made
you?
it a
Because I was
second.
like, what do
Thank
you
you.
mean? Move the needle. It's
No.
like, what is that?
Make it twitch.
Move the needle meaning what?
Move the
Didn't
needle
we
actually-
in the
No, she
direction
didn't
of
know.
believing
No,
that
like-
you're good.
no,
on the
actually,
show.
that's not exactly how I meant it. Okay,
This
look,
got away from us. This whole analogy.
because there's like too many. It's forking in too many directions. Generally, I'm going to use a hypothetical. Let's say someone is like confident in one area, but not confident in another. So like growing up, I was, like I did well in school and I was smart and I was nice and I was conscientious, but I didn't have these. I wasn't
Hands?
I wasn't hot.
Oh,
Booby.
I wasn't hot. So if someone were to say to me like, oh, you're such a good student or you're so smart or you're so funny or whatever, it's like, okay, thanks. But if someone were to say like, oh, you're so pretty,
Oh,
that one would have really sunk in.
you remember those.
So what I'm
Trust me.
saying is like, RJ knows he's pretty. Do those compliments do anything for you?
No, in the sense that do I walk around going, "Oh, I'm pretty"? Not really. Not
right, because
really.
you're not insecure about that.
No.
Is my question.
No, but I also feel like once you get confident in something, it's not good.
Such
And
as
then I
beauty.
feel like you start to lose it.
Oh,
Yes, like those kids that the girls liked when I was in elementary school, and they were like kind of shitty and dirty. You know what I mean? They didn't take care of themselves. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh yeah,
You talking about like the girls like on Jenny Jones?
and they don't hydrate, and now they look like shit.
wait, kind of
Wait, what
shitty
are you
and
talking
dirty.
Yeah.
What do we
Those bad boy type, whatever.
But they're dirty.
In elementary school?
like
dirty.
Punky Brewster?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you? Does anyone know what he's talking
my
about?
point is once if you're satisfied with it, if you accept it,
Oh, like then you'll stop working out and you'll stop getting spray tans.
exactly. The hate keeps me moving.
Are you insecure about your appearance? I guess is what I mean to be asking.
Yes. And I think we've discussed this before, and Dalton would agree. We are in a position where we have to look at our bodies more than the average person through the lens of other people. There's just pictures constantly. Even just today, the things we did. There's like
Yeah,
5
you always
pictures,
have
and
to
I'm like,
be-
these are horrible.
Sure.
Okay.
So
So you're
yes,
like
of
that.
course.
Right. But so my point was just I'm sharing with you a compliment. People saying you look attractive.
Yeah.
When I said, does that move the needle for you? Because what I was thinking is like someone saying like, oh my God, hey, EW got me into wrestling, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I imagine that like
Those
is more
are the-
valuable.
Yes. Because especially with my appearance, like my needle only goes from hate to neutral. You know what I'm saying?
to aroused.
So the compliment, yes, the compliment will just keep the needle from going down,
Got
but
it.
it won't move it higher.
Right.
Like when I do my videos and I have like a negative comment, you're like, oh, that sucks. But then when there's a positive comment, it doesn't raise me up high. It just
Yeah.
brings me to neutral.
Right.
Right.
Brings you back to where. Okay.
Yeah.
I, at like 1 a.m, made just a humongous mistake and realizing the person that received this comment from me is listening.
Mark
But-
Blutman.
You had said very early on, the best thing to say when someone gives you a negative comment, if you're going to respond at all, is thanks for the feedback.
Yes.
And I did use that recently. And the person was like, oh, I hope that didn't come off too harsh. And I was like, I don't know. But anyway, someone recently DM'd me. Like it's a person who DMs their feelings about the show a lot. And like the last couple messages, like, you know, when things start to get a little bit like barbed.
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
And then there was one that was just like shitty. Not just about me, but about other people on the show.
Probably me too.
No, it wasn't you.
Yeah.
It wasn't you.
It's from my mom.
And so I wrote back like, I don't need to hear criticism without even thinking. I just like, I don't need to hear this kind of criticism of the show. Thank you for listening, but not really sure what to do with this.
Right.
And I'm just like, why did I do that?
Did you?
Should've
Oh, you
just
hit
done
send. You did send it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was, I thought as I didn't think, I wasn't even thinking.
Well, because I mean, people make those comments and they don't think how it's going to affect the person who's going to see it. I mean, as somebody in the industry of entertainment, like we meet people now who, when we're younger, you think you're never going to meet or talk to, or and so you say whatever because it's something you say around your friends. I remember when I was younger in radio, I was a mean personality because I was trying to be funny or edgy or something. But then as I started getting more successful in wrestling and being the person who's getting interviewed or under the microscope with people, fans, and seeing the comments about me, it dawned on me. I was like, holy shit, I've been talking about humans like this, and that's no way. Like, they don't need to know that. You can think it. You can say it to your friends, but why do you have to go, hey, excuse me, tap them on the shoulder and be like, I don't think you were doing a good job.
It is weird, the
it's
urge.
very
I know. So I was a journalist for years and wrote about music, and it was like in the alternative weekly era where everything was. I remember submitting my clips to someone. He's like, "Love the tude." I was like, "The tude? Ew!" But I guess I had a real tude.
That sounds like a dirty body part.
Yeah, it moved the needle. I guess my writing had a tude. It was the era of tudes.
Or that was just one man's diagnosis.
And to bring up full circle, I didn't have sex with him, but I believe he is dead now.
Oh.
Yeah.
So should we have sex with him now?
Yeah,
Yes. No, because the other person has to participate. Or else Dalton can't get into it. So anyway, I look back and I think of like the flippant little things I said in all of the stuff I wrote, and I feel bad about that. Thinking how I feel when I read something written about me.
But you might have like gotten through to them. I mean, to know that not everybody needs to hear every negative thought.
Maybe
they're not going to. They're not going to because they're obviously writing new novels every episode. But I would say, on the other hand, maybe they think this is a show they love, and if it's going the direction that they're not enjoying, they're trying to steer it back to the way they like it or be a part of it.
Right, which I totally get. And I try to tell myself, there's a million things that people can engage with in culture. So the fact that someone is choosing to engage with your thing, your content, and choosing to like have a relationship with it,
that's a win.
Is huge, actually. And there's plenty of shows and things that, like when Daniel and I talk about Vanderpump Rules, we might have a negative thing to say or a positive thing. It's just fodder, you know? And that's often, if you're making content, that's just fodder too. But I don't go tell Sheena.
Right. That's the difference. We feel like we need to tell everybody, or people out there feel like they need, like, I need to tell you how bad your show is, which is crazy.
I've been doing a lot
RJ.
better of not doing that, I think.
Good.
I sometimes will sit up and I'll see like something in a wrestling match that I want to make fun of, and I will get as far sometimes of typing it in the text message to a friend or making fun of somebody. If it's something I know I'm making fun of somebody, but first thought is like, this is going to make my friend laugh, and then I realize, no, this is something tearing someone else down. I've been getting a lot better of just deleting it and not putting it out there.
When I feel okay making fun of people like that is when I feel like they've displayed a confidence
He's pointing
over something
directly
they
at me.
don't have. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying?
undeserved
When they're
confidence.
confident in something and it's just not there.
Yes, it's like, there are people like
now
that
you're
where you're like,
pointing
where
at
did
me.
no, I but here's the thing, because I feel like I have felt this plenty of times from people giving me that vibe. You might think that I think that my shit doesn't stink, but I know it smells.
Everyone's does.
What I'm saying is, you think that they don't deserve the confidence,
Right.
but they might not actually feel that confidence. You're just
Right.
picking up something in the air.
I'm always,
think.
I'm always happy to hear if Allison has something nice to say about an episode.
I will say this. And
They love Robin. Our
No,
listeners
that's
love
very
Robin.
Sweet.
I think this whole everyone's insecure thing is sometimes a shitty excuse. We were outside of the place we were at today, Dalton and I was somewhat blown off by this wrestler who got out of a car. And Tony, I'll tell you who.
Now
it is
this
later.
is getting interesting.
And
Finally.
he just totally walked in the bit like no eye contact, no nothing. I was
And you know
standing
him.
there. No, I know who he is. We should at least say hello. I was ready to say
Has he
hello,
been on
but
your
it's
show?
totally like no,
Is it the Iron Sheik?
it's not the Iron Sheik.
Was it The Undertaker?
I know.
And then I brought it up later to a friend, and it's like, well, you know, he's just a really nervous guy. And I was like, that's bullshit. I'm nervous constantly, and I can say hello to a person. Like, that was an excuse,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
You
I-
can be nervous and an
You
asshole.
can be friendly, especially if you're in the public eye and
Yeah.
you know people are possibly expecting something from you that's a little more than just the average person. You can say hello. It doesn't cost anything to be friendly.
But wait, but you didn't say hi to him.
I was waiting, and I got zero. His body did not turn around.
Do you think he saw you?
Yes.
For
Yeah, what if he
sure?
didn't see you?
Yeah, he was right behind.
You said
him.
no
I
eye
was right
contact.
behind him. Then the only way I would have
He
gotten
might
him to turn
hate
around
you.
was to have to touch him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it would have been oily.
I did that. Oh no, I didn't.
Or say his name.
With Sam Roberts
To us.
was in front
We spent a lot of time with
Yeah,
Sam
we were
Roberts
just with
today.
Sam
today.
today.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was in front to the side, and I spent much of the show going, "Is that Sam Roberts?"
Sam.
No, I
Oh,
didn't. I didn't want to create a commotion.
Yeah, because people swarmed Sam Roberts.
I was pretty sure it was him, but I wasn't sure. So then I like pulled up Instagram, and then I actually thought to see, because he was on my show with Jim Norton years ago. And then I thought of sending him a direct message, like, because we follow each other. Like, I think I'm sitting behind you, but based on the service there, he would have gotten it today. So finally, I did. This story is going nowhere.
I
I'm
love
realizing.
it. I
Yeah,
can add to
How'd
it
you
though.
got this in?
I was like, if I just do the reach over and touch him, is that super creepy?
No.
Yeah, because what if it's not him? Now you're touching.
I,
the
no, I,
stranger.
funny.
but at this point, I was sure it was him because he and RJ had caused a commotion by acknowledging each other earlier. So no, what I did is in a uncomfortably loud but still quiet voice, I said, "Are you Sam Roberts?" And then he turned around, and by the way, he knew who I was. So he had also, but then we did the like, I wasn't sure if it was you thing.
Yeah. Can I just say on that really quickly, at the gym where that famous rock star works out
who
next
drips
to me.
sex?
Drip sex. He might be out of the country. I don't know where he is.
It's
but
Jose Feliciano.
Yes. It's happened twice now where I am looking at the Instagram of somebody, this person that I just think they're full of shit for a million different reasons.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out who.
Yeah, but
I need a list of
I'm
things I
also
gotta find
fascinated. I'm fascinated.
You were hate scrolling.
I was hate scrolling, and this is the second time I've been hate scrolling on this person's Instagram, and they have walked in and been right next to me in the class.
Oh my God.
Right next to me in the class.
It's almost like you're manifesting them into your life.
I know, but like I will
secret.
Like you ordered them on
oh,
Amazon.
God, lame. And
Oh my God. I am dying to know who it is. I hope that, is this going to be satisfying?
it's going to be satisfying and a little bit sad.
It'd be very hurtful to look over someone's shoulder and they're on your Instagram scrolling past and not liking photos.
It's more just like I'm not buying what this person is selling. I just think it's all fakety fake.
Let's just say he
This
needs
Gwyneth
a little
Paltrow?
help from his friends.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh?
Really?
Joe Cocker.
Oh, beautiful reference.
Wow.
Love
yeah.
it.
That guy has some unearned confidence. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Seriously, Joe.
It's a woman, right?
Joe Cocker?
Joe Cocker's a woman, right?
The person I'm talking about in this instance
Is a woman. I
And
feel like
a very, very wonderful and talented
Yeah,
woman who I
came
do
through
not
in your
follow on
story.
Instagram.
Oh,
I will look at her Instagram multiple times a day, and it's happened now twice that she has come right into that class.
So I guess she's not so far away.
She's so far away. That's what you wanted.
Yeah.
You were.
Doesn't
Is that
anybody
also a
stay in
Joe
one
Cocker
place
song?
anymore?
Carol King. It's Carol
Oh.
King. Jesus.
Carol King.
sorry.
She's an icon
She's an icon.
Carol Kane?
who looks like a therapist.
No, Carol King.
Carol King or Carol Kane?
Carol
Some
Kane
people
comes in your
similar.
class?
know the
That's
difference.
amazing. You don't like Carol Kane?
I love
She's
Carol
amazing.
Kane. I used to wait on Carol Kane. She was very nice.
Erica
Guys.
Kane and Carol Kane.
It was right on 67th and Columbus.
What a subtitle for your book.
Yep.
I feel like Peter and Tony are both
They're gonna
hating
die.
me right now.
I'm very hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I used to
this,
make loud pee.
I think I did too.
Yeah, I think I got
do it
a healthy
together.
Let's
stream
just do it in the
brewing.
tub
Yeah.
and have a good
All of
time.
us.
This has been so much fun.
Sure.
Robin, where can everyone find you?
At Robin Shorr on Instagram, ROBINSHORR. All of you guys are so nice. Thank you for following me. Goodbye.
Couldn't have sounded more desperate.
So smooth. I love it. Dalton, what about you?
I'm puking in the bathroom later. The Dalton Castle on Twitter and Twitch, and I'm on AEW and Ring of Honor quite often. Make sure you watch those.
Ring of Honor. Is that what they say?
Oh, way to belittle it. Jesus.
Oh my God, are you the voice of Ring of Honor?
And I'll tell you where I'm not. I'm not going to be starring in a new movie because I didn't get to wrestle in Hollywood. That's where the big discovery was going to happen.
Oh man, you were going to star in Harry Swimmer.
My performance was going to green light that front. All right,
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to do your plugs?
Please.
Okay. RJ City hosts Hey EW every Sunday. See him every Sunday morning at the crack of dawn on YouTube. And then after that at 9:30 Eastern, he does RJ makes coffee in his underwear. It's a fun streaming show. And then also follow him on Twitter at RJCity1, the number 1, and follow him, subscribe on YouTube. Just Google RJ City. Everything will come up. Tony?
Twitter and Instagram at
Tony Thaxton.
and Bizarre Albums every Tuesday.
Isn't it your voice?
No.
No. But you do a good impression of that.
Yes. I've done sound-alikes before.
We heard it.
And if you like what you're hearing, or even if you don't, please make sure you're subscribed, click 5 stars, leave us a nice review wherever you're listening, and subscribe on youtube.com/Alison Rosen. Follow me on social media at Alison Rosen on Twitter and Instagram. I'm on TikTok at the Alison Rosen. And
Do you do fun dances? Do the dances? So what you do?
That's all I do.
Don't get in the way.
Just
She's
me and
almost
the
done. Don't get in
it's
the way.
me and the kids. That reminds me of a story, Dalton.
Yes.
Oh wait, I haven't known about it.
must hear
Okay.
it.
Oh God, no. No, fuck. There was something. Oh yeah. The 2 episodes of my new podcast with Todd Perry, Allison and Todd After Hours are up on Patreon. It's only
Patreon.
one level, $2 a month. Patreon.com/Allison and Todd. You guys, thank you so much. This was delightful.
It wasn't a
Peter
sex thing.
and Tony,
It was not.
you are champions.
Yeah.
Listeners, thank you for listening. I love you. You matter. Goodbye.
Hey, do you know about the Alison Rosen show?